Let's get nasty on a Thursday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN, live from the Exchange at Scott Air Force Base. This is one of our favorite live broadcasts of the year. Her husband retired from the military. I believe Tanisha was Navy, and her husband was Air Force. If you're on the base at Scott Air Force Base and you want to, basically we're in the women's section here for clothing.
Yeah, right where GNC and Starbucks is. You know where it is.
I wasn't going to give any free plugs, but
why
Carey
not?
just did.
Just here, it's on the base. It's all
right here.
married in together.
We're right in front of Estee Lauder.
I don't think.
Which was a Gauntlet answer not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it was.
One of the
Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Jamie is already huffing and puffing. He didn't like that we had moved him down a couple of seats. We moved all of his candy down. He thought it was on the ground, and it definitely
Carey
wasn't.
threw it on the ground.
He
didn't
did not.
fall on the ground. How mad you would get.
I'd rather have you eat one than throw the rest on the ground.
I will give you your $300.
$300? Yeah, I'll take that.
$3.
$3 I'll never get back, Carey.
As long as I owe you, you'll never be broke.
I'd rather just keep you there so you owe me.
Listen, he didn't have the over.
It did.
Did you have the over?
Did
you had
you?
the over.
He did.
It didn't matter. You know, we made so much hubbub about, the Dodgers pitching. Oh, they can't pitch. They're injured. You know what they did last night? The pitching. You know what you need in the playoffs? Pitching. Yeah,
I've heard
that
for 5 freaking
every
years.
Every day
Carey.
you hear it,
oh
right?
Oh, my God.
And what did the Dodgers do last night, huh? They hit their way to the National League Division Series.
Are you really bragging they beat the 83-win Reds?
Yeah.
The Cardinals won 83 games last year. They basically beat the Cardinals groceries in 2 weeks.
Okay, well, they may be, and the Dodgers will be where?
Going home as well.
Losing to the next team.
They're not losing. They're not losing. They figured it out. Dave Roberts was well awake last night.
Figured it out. They got 9 Hall of Famers in their lineup.
Him in the middle of the game.
I hate the Dodgers. I hate the Dodgers.
Carey, they beat a team whose first baseman couldn't make a throw to the pitcher covering first base.
Sometimes those things happen, Marsh, right? People make mistakes.
They do.
And the Dodgers didn't make many last night. Kiki Hernandez did make an error. I don't know what the hell he was doing. He was ready for the second round. But, some things happen. But the Dodgers did what the Dodgers are paid to do. And they hurt them.
No, it didn't, but that's because they're playing the Cincinnati Reds. You made a big deal or said we shouldn't make a big deal about the Dodgers, right? I don't think we need to make a big deal about this final wild card spot.
I agree.
Oh, the final wild card spot that you all talked to me for 3-4 weeks about how the Cardinals
they were still in it.
the third wild card.
Hey,
5 or 6 or 7 game winning streak, they're in it.
But what if?
Yeah, nah.
Carey, what if?
Then they'd have been sitting at home right now
America
like the Reds.
2 out of 3 at home.
We'll never know. Well, they wouldn't have been playing at home, so it wouldn't have mattered.
Well, you know what? those 3 games, they won 2 of them at Busch.
Dodgers and Phillies now is the second round matchup.
You know who's pitching in the first game? Game 1.
Shohei.
Yeah. And you like pitching. So
I do like pitching, yeah.
I like when my pitchers can rake, too.
Well, that would be Shohei.
That would be him.
I know.
He's that guy.
I like that guy, Carey.
Right now it's going to be Shohei Ohtani, the scheduled pitching for Game 1 of the NL. Zach Wheeler?
I was just thinking that question. Does Zach Wheeler's injury and being out for the year, does that play a part?
It doesn't matter,
It
Carey.
absolutely does.
You just said you can slug your way.
He likes pitching.
So,
I don't.
No,
I want guys that hit home runs.
Why are you asking the question?
I was wondering.
If it's just slug, baby, slug, then what do you care?
You're right. We score 8, they score 7, we win. Doesn't matter.
I do think this is a big deal.
You got to pick a side.
I just did.
Yeah, he did. Pick the Dodgers side. I think this is where you feel Zach Wheeler's absence. As you get into the postseason and every inning matters and managers have to – I'm not counting that first round series against the Reds, the 83-win Reds.
It does help, though, that the Dodgers have a few games under their belt. They look confident. They are clicking. They do – in my opinion, look like the best team that I've watched so far in Major League Baseball's postseason.
They all of the injuries and all that, but they got at Mookie Betts. I was listening to the game last night, and they were talking about how at one point, I guess in September, he just said, "Forget it. I'm not going to have the year that I want in terms of my numbers. All right, forget it." And he's been their best player since September, and he was their best player again last night. He was outstanding. He's done outstanding. He's been very good so far in these first 2 games, and so. when you get a guy that is a future Hall of Famer that struggled mightily for the majority, and that team lackluster, just not locked in, but I do think the
that boots the ball around.
Need to be. Like, I played on some really good teams, and specifically the Detroit Red Wings, where we could piss away 2 periods of a game, and then all of a sudden, second intermission, you got Stevie Yzerman or Lidstrom. But, all right, boys, enough of this. Let's go.
We're better than you.
We're down by 2. We're going to win by 2.
Yeah.
And we go out and win by 2.
Yeah.
It's like you just crank it up.
That's got to be a special team, and but it does, all right. It's got to be, because I don't think I don't think this switch happens for just any team. I think what you described with the Red Wings in the 2000s, the team that you played on, where it's got like, oh, look at that. That's about 7 Hall of Famers that are littered through that lineup, including. Still waiting for that call. But it's got to be a real special team.
My phone's on.
Is it charged?
Yeah, it's charged.
Okay. All right.
Hopefully they got my number.
Well, go back to 2006. We want to bring it local here in the World Series. The Cardinals were the underdog in that series, taking on the Tigers, who won 95 games that year. Not that the real.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah.
But I mean, maybe they don't win some of those games if their defense isn't horrible.
And maybe not to that level, but we saw it when the Cardinals played the Red Sox. The infamous photo of like Waino and Yachty looking up the ball's coming down in between them. You cannot play porous defense and win a World Series. I believe that. Now, is that the Dodgers? It remains to be seen.
Baseball has changed.
One game, it's one game, guys.
It is one game, and
carried away.
And wasn't. Yeah, they were up 8-2 at the time. Not that it makes it better, but it was like what you said. We're sometimes you just don't stay dialed in those moments. I think Yamamoto was dialed in. I think the entire team was dialed in until they realized, okay, we're smoking the hell out of this team.
Sure.
Let's just get
the score. But I believe the one in the first nothing in the first inning. Because of an error in right field that way with it.
Well, look at the series clinching game,
last
the World
year.
Series with the
Aaron
Yankees.
Judge.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I just think it's important for at least Marsh and I, Jamie, maybe you're on this bandwagon too. I just think it's important for us to manifest the Dodgers making a lot of mistakes. Well, I didn't want to speak for you, Jamie.
Yeah. But you kind of did by not letting me answer.
Don't worry about it. It's a line right here, Jamie. We're on this side.
He's not a Dodger. He's not a dirty Dodger fan. I'm just saying the Dodgers are making a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, they have been.
The Dodgers are making a lot of errors.
Last night.
He's trying.
They made 3 errors last night.
The bullpen's not that great.
For the record, I didn't agree. Say anything.
Nah, he's spiteful. He's on my
side.
All right, how do you feel?
Now I want the Dodgers to kick everybody's ass at this point.
Wow. He goes on one rollerblading trip in California. Now he's a Dodgers fan.
He's a Dodgers fan.
Rollerblading trip, though.
It did sound like a fun time.
You should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah. Today, we just awful and, no storylines there. Everyone today is awesome. Like, we've got Tigers and Guardians. We've got Padres, Cubs, and then Reds. We can now tune in for the ESPN game, which is Red Sox and Yankees. That is a good part of the wild card.
The Yankees found a way to win.
Yeah. And score wouldn't have covered either.
No, yeah, I thought about that. I saw that yesterday. It was 7.
Those two stupid.
Wasn't it 6.5 at one point?
No, it was 7.5.
Oh, okay.
I wanted it at 7.5.
I wanted it at 9.5.
You got it.
Well, I got it.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it at 9.5.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Proud of you.
Those two stupid ass teams. The exchange, if you're on base, families, friends, everybody, come on down. Say hello. We'd love to see you. This is one of our favorite remotes of the. Thank you so much for protecting our freedoms. Should we be concerned at all that the Blues are winless in the preseason?
No.
Okay, well, this will be a quick segment. That's next on 101 ESPN. will advance to the ALDS. The Padres and Cubs, same deal. That's a 4 o'clock first pitch. It'll be Yu Darvish versus Jameson Taillon. And then at 7 o'clock on ESPN, it'll be Red Sox and Yankees. And these are all elimination games today. Tonight, we Network 101 ESPN. Jamie.
Yes.
Why the hell the Senators?
This is the stretch. Unless they wanted to do it for Brady Tkachuk to be in St. Louis for a game. And guess what? I don't even know if he's in the lineup. I would imagine he is. But, no, Montreal, maybe an Islanders visit or Bruins. Like, geographically, you try to keep it close because you don't want to spend a night in a hotel.
Right.
You don't. Like, why would you waste the money? So, traditionally, you have your morning skate, and then you jump on a plane and fly wherever and that stuff. Dallas, like it's easy for. I mean, split squad. They played Toronto or Montreal in Quebec. See all the fights in that game, by the way?
No.
Dude, it was like 150 penalty minutes in one night in preseason. It was unbelievable.
They were angry.
Yeah, but now
Ottawa, a lot of guys trying to make the team.
Yes, Montreal's got a lot of guys that are trying to show their physicality right now. And Ottawa, obviously, they have to have some guys who are pushing back. Yeah.
All right, so the Blues are 0-3-1. As I was teasing the next segment, I was answering the question in my head as well. And, Jamie, you literally answered it. I don't think it's a big deal that the Blues are winless in the preseason. But, Jamie, I think you can – but do you want to get some winning done in the preseason just to, have a –
Sometimes you're giving – I hate to say it this way, but it is the fact. You're giving some complimentary games to some young kids that, one, they had a good little training camp. You're going to reward them with a preseason game and then head back to college or junior or whatever. Or two, it's an opportunity where you're like, you know what? I want to see what the kid can do. And especially you want to see what some of the young kids can do against some of the, veteran lineups. Like the other night in Dallas, they had a pretty veteran lineup in there. So you want to see what some of the younger guys, the Stenbergs and the Kessels and the Skinners, like what can they do against? Yeah, winning a game here, going out on a positive note was probably good. The Blues have pretty much an NHL lineup going tonight against the Senators. So they're taking it more serious from a lineup construction standpoint. And I think that the last game, I believe the last one is Family Feud.
Yeah. Never always, not always good answer.
Show us one.
Never
Some
bother
of those are
you
terrible
on
answers.
Family Feud when it'll be like. No, I love that part. I love that part. But what I hate is when they're lined up. And hate's a strong word. What I don't like
one
is
more game after tonight.
Saturday, October 4th.
This is my important about the Family Feud here.
Okay.
But what I don't like is if you got that one person in your family, it's an easy answer. Screwdriver.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, oh,
good answer.
Okay, good
answer.
answer.
Terrible
good one.
answer.
Meanwhile, you want to punch Cousin Doug right in the side of the head.
Doug, what are we doing here?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
A
First of all,
Doug would say
doesn't-
something like that.
First of all, you're not supposed to be
A screwdriver.
screwdriver.
So, anyways, I don't know how we got to there, but no, you want to close out the preseason at least on the right foot, playing hockey the right way. Whether you win or lose, obviously the result is important in a league game, but you want your team playing the right way with the right details, right frame of mind. You want to see your team trending. You know what?
Is it hard?
Pucks.
You know, Carey.
We're at the same bag.
The one I gave you earlier.
That is probably not going to be on the team. So if they're cheating in a sense on their assignment and you feel like you have to overcompensate for maybe their lack of play, does that ultimately can that creep in preseason?
It eliminates the flow of the game for you, right?
Yeah.
So if you're used to playing a certain style of game and you're with a younger player or a guy that just came from a different, digest a lot of information from a new team, let alone new line mates and teammates and systems and things like that. So, yeah, that can happen. You can have some guys that are playing the right way, other guys that aren't, but that's why these last two games you're seeing predominantly an NHL squad out there. So I got a chance to talk to him the other day. This guy is frigging shredded. I remember him from his earlier years. He's like a caveman. He's just a giant human being that if you saw him walking in the woods, you'd be like, that might be a Yeti.
That's a bear.
You don't know. He's got long arms, and he's kind of got a little hunched over. He's the guy, he's nightmare fuel. You've been doing well. He's like, because he quit drinking and all that stuff. So I quit drinking, so all I do is work out now. I'm like, well, you can tell. You can tell, no mentality for this guy. He's fine. But I think the Blues are Milan Lucic be a fourth line / extra forward throughout the season. maybe he plays 40, 50 games. Want to keep him healthy because when it's big boy hockey in the playoffs, we want to be able to insert this guy, this Stanley Cup champion, who's one of the toughest guys in the league. We want him in the lineup every night so that when we play the Winnipeg Jets, when we play the Nashville Walker, Toropchenko, Lucic, Tucker, like we got some dudes now.
So I have a question surrounding Milan Lucic because this is somebody that the Blues obviously want in their lineup. When we look to the future, I'm going to assume that he will not be here for more than a year, 2 years. Is that within the system?
It's not within the system.
Could it be like a Justin Carbonneau?
Yeah, no
Not.
chance.
Gotcha.
You're not replicating Milan Lucic.
Absolutely. So
not
I feel like
unless
that's going
you've
to be
got
tough.
some kid in the basement in Russia and you've got him on some program.
You never know.
You never know.
You can find those guys at a gas station.
You can.
You
They
can.
have their
Yeah.
hockey bag in the back
You
of
can
their
find guys
Absolutely.
that look like that,
Gotcha.
not those guys.
Absolutely.
And that's when you cut them again the next day
Gotcha.
because they're not that guy. So I hear. You don't have it in your system, and it's not Carbonneau. No.
Gotcha.
Now, if Milan Lucic comes and taps me on the shoulder, I'm probably going to have a pause and go, it's decision time here. Am I going to just play
He's right
the game?
behind me, isn't he?
He's right behind me, isn't he? All right. I think I'm going to skate away at this point. No, you don't have it in your system, but I do know that the Blues and Bennett in the offseason, now the Florida Panthers says, no, we got him and we're keeping him, and they did. But you got to find a guy like that, somebody who can play the game for you, but can also break nose anytime soon.
No.
These guys are unicorns, and they don't always have to be the best hockey players in the world anymore. But if they can score 15 to 20 goals and beat the wheels off you and keep up like the pace of the game, if they can do that, they're unicorns. They'll play until they can't play anymore. Like Tom Wilson, if I'm the Capitals, I keep throwing him contracts until he decides he's had enough and doesn't want to get out of bed anymore and go. Those guys don't grow on trees anymore, and we've seen it for the last 5 years, at least in my recollection, 5 years of playoff hockey where you need those guys. You need them. Why do you think Pat Maroon, who doesn't have anybody that I just mentioned, but found a home on 3 teams to win Stanley Cups?
No
Because
doubt.
you need those big, burly dudes that keep.
That he played for down the stretch.
Yeah.
Blues, Lightning,
And he was a hell of a guy, too.
Lightning.
He was a hell of a guy, which that goes a long way. It's like you can have a guy that whatever, but if he's like not a good locker room guy, not a leader, it's like, yeah, we could do without him.
No, he's great.
But when you have a guy that rallies the troops, he can there's no value on certain little equations that you see on the Athletic and other places that we talk
No
about.
minus
Say it.
354.
Yeah, the daily face-off.
0.5.
7-3.
Yeah.
9.
You don't see what I'm talking about in those equations.
Yeah.
And those little things that I'm talking about are what actually create championship teams.
That's Jamie Rivers, Carey David. Live from Scott Air Force Base, it's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. It's our annual Military Appreciation Day, so if you're on base here at Scott Air Force Base, or you could get access to the exchange, come on by, stop by, say hello. We've already met a bunch of great people, as we always do. Again, this is one of our favorite broadcasts each and every year. Marsh has got what's trending for us.
All right, gentlemen. Nico Mikkola, former Blue, gets an 8-year, $40 million extension with the Florida Panthers. We talked about this a little bit before. Nico Mikkola, I know there's some fans out there that sort of look at Mikkola and his success in Florida and wonder, man, why did the Blues get rid of him? It's not that so, it's not so simple. But what do you think about this extension and Nico Mikkola's progress as an NHL player?
So here's what I'll say is Nico Mikkola was nowhere near what he is now, what he played for the Blues. And the Blues had a decision that they had to make because he was a pending unrestricted free agent. And he wasn't a top 5, top 6 defenseman here in St. Louis. He wasn't playing good enough. So the Blues decided to move him to the Rangers. And then subsequently the Rangers, by the way, didn't think enough of him either to try and extend him or keep him. So he signed as a free agent with the Florida Panthers, a very low money at the time. But that organization and the way they play and the partners that he's had has maximized Nico Mikkola into where he's a very valuable player there now. But it's a situation where the system and the player together work. And, Florida has a very deep roster, a lot of really good players. So he's been afforded the opportunity to play with really good partners, really good line mates, things like that. I'm happy for him. This does show you that, sometimes the best is yet to come. Mm-hmm. But the Blues are not at fault here because Nico Mikkola was nowhere near what he needed to be for the Blues to say, you know what, let's extend him. Because it was just too choppy. Good game here, 2 bad games. Good game, 1 bad game. It was not someone you're like, we got to extend this guy. Mm-hmm. No, let's maximize it. Let's trade him. Let's get something in return and move on.
Plus, whenever you sign somebody, obviously that takes away a roster spot and cap space. So if you did sign him at some point, who are you not signing?
Yeah, who knows at the time, right? But I just think that I think the Blues had to make a decision, and you can only make a decision based upon the information that you currently have. Mm-hmm. You can project somewhat, but a player like Nico Mikkola, what are you projecting? It's not like, he's got some speed, got a good shot, sees the ice well. None of that. He's just a giant man who mauls you out there.
I remember watching. I was like, he's got to be about 6'7" on skates, 6'8".
And he's annoying. He does the same stuff in practice to guys. Guys hate him in practice. He just mauls guys. They call him the Condor in Florida. That's his nickname, the Condor. He's just big arms, all around the guy, But congrats to him, man. He's a great guy. Obviously doing really well down in Florida.
Guys, Jack Flaherty gets the nod today for the Detroit Tigers, and I know, Anthony, you mentioned that game has already started up. 2 innings in, 0-0 score, if I'm not mistaken. But Jack Flaherty, we know that he won the World Series last year with the Dodgers. Is he a guy that, kind of going back to the whole Nico Mikkola thing, that you wish the Cardinals still had? Because we always talk about pitching. And I know it's been at the time, it felt like fans didn't want Jack Flaherty. But now that we've had a few years to sort of go through what we've gone through with this Cardinals team, is he a guy that you wish actually was still in the rotation?
They want Jack Flaherty now. They'd take Jack back right now. No?
Yeah, based on, just overall lack of talent in the rotation right now.
Whoa.
Jack Flaherty would be a 3 on this
there's
team.
Spots available,
He'd be a 2.
So Jack Flaherty, unfortunately, fell victim to injuries.
Yep.
And Jamie just mentioned this in discussing Nico Mikkola. You base your decisions off the information that you had. And when Flaherty was set to become a free agent, when they eventually dealt him, he was not only going to be a free agent, but he was in the midst of the season where a change needed to happen. Now, he had a great year in Detroit, Last year he goes to the Dodgers and he winds up pitching pretty well for them. But ultimately, if Jack Flaherty, if he never got hurt and he continued to show the same ability that he had in, what was it, 2019, he would have got a massive contract extension.
Stellar.
Massive. He would have been your ace moving forward. Mm-hmm. But the injuries set in, and you just didn't know what sort of player you're going to get.
Well, his consistency, too, wasn't there.
No.
Like, you'd have a game where he looked like a Cy Young candidate, and then the next game he can't get out of the second inning.
Right. And then you had the injury concerns on top of it.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that he's a fantastic pitcher by any means. He was 15 this year? It's not like he was a all-star by any means.
A 4.64 ERA.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just weird.
If you're a advanced metric person,
what's his
Carey,
whip, Anthony?
Carey, plug in your ears.
Whip.
His fielding independent percentage is 3.85. Mm-hmm. So he pitched better than what his ERA would indicate.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I took my headphones off. I didn't.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I do find it weird, and maybe other people do too, watching former players have success or play in big games with other teams in the postseason. Yeah. I don't know. It's not like a FOMO thing, but it's just like, that guy, he's in this big game for his new team. It just feels weird.
Okay, so you
it's
mentioned
like watching
that
your ex-girlfriend
marry
a successful guy.
No,
but
that's
it's a different team.
And you see her smiling on Facebook when you're stalking her profile.
It's a different team.
Carey nailed it.
So that person, if he was on this team, wouldn't be having that success. So you're not missing out on anything. He's on a different team.
Yeah.
The team is better. He was on a team here who plug-in player A, B, C, or D, and that player didn't have the success he's having elsewhere because the team elsewhere is better. It's like Tommy Edman. Yeah. Tommy Edman was on a better team. Like, you can be mad and, he would have done that for us. No, he wouldn't have. Not in the playoffs.
Well, I mean,
he'd have to be in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The team is why he's able to, why he's afforded that opportunity to be in that moment, to be in that situation, because they actually got a good team. So, for me, I think you're not really missing out. What you saw from the player is what you were getting from the player on this particular team.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just telling you how I feel about the situation.
Yeah.
It's a weird feeling. People,
you're not alone.
People used to make jokes all the time that former Blues players would leave town and go win a Stanley Cup.
Right.
That was like a that was like a thing.
That was a thing.
And it was weird to watch.
Yeah. Probably got on a better team.
You did.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I mean, yes and no, though.
You leave a team that, I mean, some people at the trade deadline like, Lord, please let me get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Please trade me to a contender.
Yes and no, but some of the, and Jamie, those Blues teams in the late 90s, early 2000s were really good hockey teams.
Right, mid-90s.
That's what made it.
Mid-90s.
That's what made it bad.
94, 95, we started getting really good, and we were a hell of a team.
Well, they had a third round pick in that era that turned out to be.
In 93, they said it
guy,
really catapulted the team
a certain
forward.
guy, I tell you, I watched him. He had
great off-ice team.
Brightest hair I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he was good too.
He was really good.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the other guy?
I was talking about the other guy that was more of a. They called him a defensive god at one point. But,
yeah.
What number was he?
6.
Oh.
Well, I think he changed it at one point.
Yeah, at one point.
Reference.
He changed a couple of teams, and the number changed with him.
He
have
like
a soul patch?
Yes, he did.
I remember that guy.
Didn't have a soul patch. First tour duty.
Had to cut his hair too.
I did. If I wanted to play in the NHL, I had to cut my hair. And take out my earrings and cover up my tattoos at all times.
Well,
you were playing in the wrong era.
I was.
Yeah, no kidding.
You'd be a superstar right now. Plenty of commercials.
That's kind of weird. I feel like that would be the right era to have all those things.
90s?
90s, no.
Really?
When I came in the league, they looked at me like I had a third eyeball.
Yeah.
Huh.
I showed up to camp. I had, like, I don't know, 9, 10 tattoos on me. Nobody had them.
Tattoos weren't even really acceptable until, like, Allen Iverson kind of like when people started.
So he stepped over that guy.
Well, yeah, and he had the tattoo. Like it was, people didn't think if you had tattoos, it was something wrong with you. Like you were.
Oh yeah, I showed up.
It was something wrong with
Mike
you.
Keenan sent me to have a psychiatric evaluation.
Well, he was already
He did. He's like, what's wrong with you? Tattoos, earrings, long hair,
in the 90s?
all this stuff, and he's like,
you were definitely doing drugs.
Yeah.
and I
Or
wasn't.
selling drugs. That was the
Or if you just said, or
I really wasn't.
or you're in a grunge band.
one of the
Well,
other.
okay,
That's
maybe-
what Jimmy Roberts used to say to me.
Yeah.
What's the name of your band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Well-
don't have a band. Well, you should. Look at you.
When I think of the
Thanks, Jimmy.
90s, that's what I think of. I think of
Grunge, yeah.
grunge and, old style rap music, and of course the
Oh,
Dallas
that-
Cowboys.
Wasn't looked at well. That was frowned upon, Marshy.
Yep.
Nowadays, though, if I broke into the league now, looking like I did then, things would
Like,
be
he's
good.
cool.
Things would be good.
Look at this guy.
Although it still is pretty good for,
Look at his swag. Other
life.
things.
It worked. It worked.
Worked out well.
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, and Andrew Marsh. I'm Anthony Stalter. So Mizzou fans are in an interesting situation this weekend. It's a good situation because, one, they made it to their bye week with an unbeaten record. Now they have an opportunity to watch Alabama take on Vanderbilt as well as Miami and Florida State. Which team do Mizzou fans want to win this weekend? Vanderbilt or Alabama? Kind of an interesting, fun dilemma. That's next on 101 ESPN. It's Fastline on 101 ESPN live from Scott Air Force Base for Military Appreciation Day. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, and Andrew Marsh. I'm Anthony Stalter. The Tigers have taken a 1-0 lead in Cleveland. Come on, Tigers.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. That's right. Now, Marsh, did you want to pose this question right now, or?
Yeah.
I know you have a question.
Well, I told you I had a question. I meant I had a text message. It's
okay.
actually not a question, but it does pertain to this Mizzou segment.
Let's
so
do it.
If you want to tease it, then we can get into the text line.
Yeah, so Mizzou is off this week, and there's a couple of big matchups that could potentially impact Mizzou. The biggest one being Alabama and Vanderbilt, and that is a revenge spot for Alabama after they lost last year at Vanderbilt. The Commodores will now go to Tuscaloosa, and it's a 2:30 kickoff. Of course, Alabama will go to Columbia next weekend. So who are you rooting for, Vandy or Alabama?
Yeah, exactly. And Continental Courtney texted into the Air Comfort Service text line. That's a weird situation because you would like to see Vanderbilt beat Alabama, so that way you can kind of get a blueprint on how to beat them. But at the same time, you want to be as high as possible in the rankings, of course. So if you do beat Alabama, it raises your ranking more after you beat them.
Yes, to me, it's got to be. If I'm a Mizzou fan, I'm rooting for Alabama. I want them to not suffer 2 losses because I don't think they would drop out of the top 25 if they were to lose to Vanderbilt. They're 10th, so I highly doubt they fall out of the top 25. But I want Alabama to be ranked as high as possible so that looks like an even more significant win if you were able to get it done next week. And I think you already know how to beat Bama.
And you don't want them to be desperate after a loss going on the road. They might end up with 3 losses if they lose to Mizzou. I don't know if I would want that as a Mizzou fan because, one, Miami's facing that this week. Now, they're not at home, but they're playing a Florida State team who is probably desperate for a win after losing the game to Virginia last week. Mm-hmm. That they probably should have won. And I would make the argument based on the history of college football that Alabama should win this game against Vanderbilt.
I don't know that that's 100% true. Alabama lost to Vanderbilt last year.
Right.
Well, but based on history,
I'm saying based on history, like you would think that Alabama would win this game.
I think Vanderbilt is a much better team than they have gotten credit for. Diego Pavia is a really good football player, plays the game the right way. He runs the ball, passes the ball. He counted for 6 touchdowns last week. Like, that kid is special. And I also don't know that watching Alabama lose to Vanderbilt gives you a blueprint because your stylistically, you're not going to be what Vanderbilt is offensively. You're going to have to be you. So it doesn't really give you an answer as to how to beat them. You're going to have to beat them up front. You're going to have to beat them with your bigs, big boy football. Bring your football pads. You're going to have to tackle well. And you're going to have to play good defense to beat that Alabama team. But as far as who wins, if I'm Mizzou, I wouldn't give a damn who wins. I would be rooting for a 10 overtime tie if you could, because that way they keep playing. Tire yourself out.
It's the second time you've advocated for ties.
If I'm playing,
this is gross.
I don't want
It's
anybody
really
to get hurt. Well, you know there can't be ties in college football. So a 10 overtime lost by 2 points. I don't give a damn who loses. I wouldn't care.
You want the over.
I want everybody to play forever.
No, you don't.
Into 2 o'clock in the morning.
No, as long as
That's
you're not
a
NFL
12-hour
players.
game.
Do
Very
it.
tough.
Do it.
Just to add on to what Carey just said, I do think that Diego Pavia reminds me of what Baker Mayfield has become with the Bucs.
Yes.
Where, like, you don't want to play him because he's going to do anything to try to get a win. You know, like Baker Mayfield is, if he's got to scramble without his helmet on for 10 yards, he's going to scramble without it. Like, that is what Diego Pavia has become for Vanderbilt. I also think, and this is going to be a lot of fun to watch because we're going to be previewing the Alabama and Mizzou game all next week. Alabama does not fare well against mobile quarterbacks. I've said it now for 3 weeks. They have a lot of issues with quarterbacks that can move, and we know that Bo Perbula can move, and this Diego Pavia is going to move. It's one of the reasons why they beat him last year. This Alabama team also struggles against the run. So to Carey's point about big boy football, Georgia, in a loss last week, still ran the ball at 6.9 yards per clip. They rushed for 227 yards on Alabama. Wisconsin didn't do anything, but Wisconsin's not very good this year. Florida State, mobile quarterback in Tommy Castellanos, and we saw what happened when Florida State beat Alabama in week 1. It's not a two-week trend here. Dating back to last season, Alabama has had issues. They also allowed 230 yards to Florida State in that week opener. Mizzou can run the ball, and they got a mobile quarterback. They're going to have a shot.
Yeah, they can really run the ball.
Yep.
I mean, that Hardy has just been chewing up teams.
It's phenomenal.
Well, and what Carey said, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who wins this game. As long as you take care of who's on your schedule, you will be in the dance.
But you're right. I mean, if Mizzou obviously runs the table and all that, yeah. But there is a bit of a gamesmanship here because we know it's going to come down to a committee, and the committee is going to look at who you beat. I've made this point before too. It's less about who you lost to. That's what we focus on. They lost to this team. It's more about who you beat. And the committee has been, with the way they've ranked things, they've been this way for 5, 6, 7 years now. However long the committee has been picking the final X amount of teams. So Alabama being ranked as high as possible when they face Mizzou next week, and hopefully Mizzou wins that game, that's significant.
Yeah.
I think Vanderbilt gives Bama a game.
I do too. I think it's going to be a really good game. I mean, like I said, that Vanderbilt team this is not your grandfather's Vanderbilt.
Your grandfather's grandfather's
not
grandfather's Vanderbilt team.
It's a different team. They have a different mindset, and they are playing hard. But if you're Mizzou, you just play the teams on your schedule. It doesn't matter where they're ranked. You have no control. You have no control over what happens in this game versus Vanderbilt and Alabama. That only thing you can control is getting your rest this week, watching film, studying film, and preparing for the following week when you get to play Alabama at home. Yep. And hopefully you play well enough and you win that game and you stay on the track that you're on. Right now, Mizzou is in my opinion, they are in the front seat of being able to be in the college football playoffs. You got Alabama, you got Vanderbilt, you got Texas A&M, and if you can get through that gauntlet unscathed, there's no reason why you can't be in the college football playoff or why you shouldn't be.
Speaking of grandfathers, have you guys ever had not your grandfather's root beer?
Yeah.
I have my grandfather's beer.
Yeah.
My mom's dad used to always give my brother and I beer.
Marsh is talking about something slightly different.
Yeah, I don't think that's
but it is
it is an alcohol.
It is
it is an alcohol. It is an alcoholic drink.
Yeah.
It tastes like root beer.
He'd come over and he'd have
which is dangerous.
A little
it is
beer.
very dangerous.
And he'd come over and go, "Oh yeah, give you a hug." He'd like, give you a sip. I'm like, "Don't give them beer." He's like,
it'll be all right.
He's from Ireland, right? So he's like, "It's good for them."
Put some hair on your chest.
Grandpa?
Thanks,
I was like 5 years old.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
You like that? No, I don't.
You like that?
See?
This
Go
is
get
terrible.
Grandpa
You
beer.
will.
You can have a sip while you bring it back to me.
It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. What are the biggest challenges the Blues face this upcoming season? We'll dive into that next on 101 ESPN. 3:05, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. We are live at Scott Air Force Base inside the Exchange with Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis, and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. The Blues will take on the Senators tonight. We'll have the game coverage for you right here on the Blues Radio Network 101 ESPN. What are the biggest challenges the Blues will face this upcoming season? And I guess we'll just get the 6-on-5 thing out of the way first.
Oh, wow.
So in order to win games, Anthony, the most important things is goal suppression and scoring goals.
Yes,
so
sir.
That one of the biggest challenges that I foresee for the Blues is making sure they stop the puck from getting in the net
I'll write this
themselves and then putting the puck in the opponent's net more times.
Got it.
I think that would be my number one goal, because if you don't score those goals, then you get to the ultimate goal, which is winning the championship.
That's
and
smart.
That's a lot of goals.
That's a lot of goals, but it's really one goal.
Yeah.
Right? One goal, winning the championship, and that's done by scoring goals.
I believe they call that one team, one dream.
One team, one band, one sound. That's one wise man said it's a movie. Check it out, Jamie.
Okay.
But yeah, scoring goals, stopping goals, punching people in the face when need be.
Oh,
I'm a proponent of that. You know I'm a proponent of that, and especially with sports where it's legal.
Yes.
Where it's actually it's sometimes they want you to do
It's
this.
encouraged
It's
at times,
encouraged to
yes.
do. Punch people in the face, stop pucks with your face if need be, or your body.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Stop the goals from going in your net and score more goals, punch people in the face, and win games.
Carey, I saw
Dominate faces.
a documentary once where everything you just described happened. It was a big moment in the game, and this guy's kind of a fighter. Big hockey game. He laid down at one point, and he kept having the puck
Hit him in the face.
hit him in the face
Over
repeatedly.
and over. It
You
actually
gotta
kind
stop
of was a
pucks.
documentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never,
You could say
I never laughed so hard.
That
I
that
didn't-
movie is based off a guy's true life story. I'm not joking.
The part with the puck.
I don't know about that.
You
I
could say
don't know about that.
Carey, I gotta show
I
you the
gotta
scene.
see it. I think I've seen it.
It's unreal.
I couldn't stop laughing.
Even
He
I
just
was
kept-
like,
he just kept getting hit in the face.
like, where are his teammates? Five shots in the face in a row with a puck.
Nobody came. Nobody stepped
Nothing.
in.
Nobody defended.
It was
quite the role model.
yeah. Anyways, Jamie, I don't know how we got there.
I
There,
kind
but
of liked it though.
biggest challenges for the Blues this upcoming season.
Man, they got a pretty well balanced team. Obviously, the biggest challenges is going to be, your third and fourth line. What can they produce for you? I'm pretty sure I know what the Robert Thomas line is capable of doing. I know what the Holloway-Kyrou tandem are capable of doing. So for me, the challenge for the Blues is making sure, like Jimmy Snuggerud, what does he look like for 82 games? What does the Kyrou, Holloway / whoever at center look like for 82 games? Can we stay healthy for 82 games? I think those are the major challenges for the Blues. And you talk about the 6-on-5. Yeah, that's one component that they're going to clean up. I guarantee it doesn't look the same this year as it did last year.
I told you how to fix that. Score more goals.
Score more goals. Get way
Be
ahead.
up by 4.
Get
Man,
up-
worry
get
about
way
that
ahead.
6
We
on
need
5
you to
issue.
Score more goals.
I'm really interested to see how the Olympics affect this season, not only for the Blues but for other teams as well.
Other teams, some teams are going to get pulverized. You got teams like Florida, and you got other teams as well where they're going to have 4, 5, 6 guys at Olympics on different teams, and that's where your depth is really going to matter. So, the Blues, we anticipate it'll be Binnington, Parayko for sure, maybe a Robert Thomas, Texier for France. Don't know where he'll land on the Blues roster. Broberg possibly for Sweden. I would think that's probably it based upon the roster right now, unless I'm somehow forgetting somebody.
I know the Blues are going through, and these two are watching the
Oh, yeah.
video.
What the hell am I watching? What
You're watching
movie is
Doug
this?
the Thug.
What is this?
Goon.
He blocked it. He blocked it
What
with
is
his face.
he doing?
Look at him
Why
scooting
did he
up.
scoot up to?
Yeah,
Where's
then you
everyone else at?
Doug's on the goal
Listen,
line.
let me tell you something. We got
Where is the referee blowing the whistle? Oh my God! I forgot about that
Stuff on
part.
his
After
leg.
that game, we got to have a conversation as to why I'm sitting here blocking pucks with my face and and they're still able to shoot.
Yeah.
We got a problem. Where's the goalie? Is that my next question?
It's called being selfless, Carey.
They pulled the goalie.
Was it a 6-on-5 situation?
No, the goalie was on the other side.
What was he doing?
There was a wide open net, and Doug saw that and dove across. The funny thing is the guy that this movie is based off of, I know him.
Oh, really?
We're
talking about Goon, by the way.
His name is Doug, and he was a nightclub bouncer, and then just started playing hockey and made it all the way to the American Hockey League.
Oh, nice. What?
Really?
Yeah, because he was kicking the crap out of people.
Well, there you go.
And they said, they asked him, can you skate?
Pretty much the local senior men's team was like, he actually beat up somebody really bad, and the senior men's team, can you skate? Now, he wasn't like that. Like, this is dramatic where he can't skate at all.
Yeah.
Doug was actually a hockey player, the real Doug. And so he went out and played a little bit, but then because he was so tough, got all the way up to the American Hockey League.
Was he from Sudbury?
No, he was from the Boston area.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they took out his goalie.
They took the goalie out.
They took the goalie out. The other team took the goalie out.
Why would he go? So, do you go down to your knees in front of the goal, or do you stay big? I'm asking because why the hell would he do that?
Here's why you get down low is because if you stand up, they get slided on the ice. It's hard to get.
So you do get down
you get
on
down
your
low
knees.
on your knees, or sometimes you lay out like sideways. You try to take up
That's
as
what
much.
Doug did.
Doug did that. That was bad.
Yeah.
You know who else did that? I believe it was another documentary. A gentleman named Goldberg, who was not actually playing goalie at the time. They had him playing out. He was a skater because Julie the Cat Gaffney was actually
Who should have been starting the entire time,
Absolutely.
let's be honest. I mean,
You're not
Goldberg,
wrong.
not a great goalie.
Yeah,
not
I
at
thought
all.
the coach's allegiance to Goldberg was a little bit suspect
right?
there.
I mean,
she was way better.
Apparently, she won every game on her own her entire life, and Bombay goes, you know what? I got a feeling about this Goldberg kid. He's got a bad attitude.
Actually, I take that back. He's actually the one that scored the game-winning goal. There was somebody else that jumped in front of the net. I forgot who it was. Might have been Charlie Conway or Adam Banks. One of the
tell
two.
you
One of the
guys
better
the
players.
story about a goaltender I had when I was coaching in the Central Hockey League? This guy was huge. 6'6", massive goalie. The Vancouver Canucks, Dan Kluche, played against him. He was the goalie coach. He called me and said, hey, man, we got this young kid. You know, we don't have room for him in the minors,
Well, I
but
think maybe.
he's going to be a hell of a player, you know.
He's hard to. Yeah,
No,
I
he
think
was huge. This guy he comes in and he was stellar. First couple of preseason games, like couldn't get a grease BB past this guy. Then you couldn't hit him. It was unbelievable. He was letting in goal after goal after goal after goal. So I called my equipment manager in to my office, named Mark Roofer, one of the best guys ever, by the way. I said, Roofer, you know Mark Roof?
Didn't I meet him at your house?
Yeah, yeah, you did. You did. Yes, you did. So I said, go get so-and-so for me, the goalie. And he's like, okay. I go, bring a measuring tape, too, with you. And he's like, okay. So he comes back. The goalie's full gear, getting ready for practice. I go, hey, Roofer, I want you to measure him, please. His height first. And his height was like 6'9" or something on skates. Okay. Measure his width. And it was almost 4 feet across from him, like with all his gear. And I looked at the goalie. I said, if you just laid on your side in the net, they have nothing to shoot at because it's a 6x4 is the net. So you're more than 6 feet long and you're almost 4 feet wide. If you just laid there, you'd be better than if you actually tried.
Oh,
It was. And the kid looked at me like I was like joking. I was like, I'm dead serious. So I called Dan like 3, 4, 5 days later. I said, this kid can't play. He's like, yeah, but he's like, you know, I go, Dan, I'm going to cut him. So I said, why don't we not embarrass your organization and find him somewhere else to play because he can't play here. And the kid was out of hockey like a year and a half later. He really couldn't, but he was really good in junior.
Yeah.
And I was like, how is this guy? He's massive. How are you not even accidentally getting hit?
You always learn, in football especially, because you see certain guys and you're like, man, that guy, he's huge. He's muscles popping out. Why hasn't he made the team? Or why isn't he? why aren't you like
First off the bus?
Why aren't you just all everything? And then you start watching them play, and you're like, oh. We get some of those guys that came to Illinois, like, I mean, just big, large human beings, do everything in the weight room. You're like, man, this guy's gonna be a killer, but nobody knows him. Why? Why don't we Why don't we know who you are?
There's a reason.
He gets on the field, you're like, oh, my God, man. Come on, man.
I have one more quick funny story. It's about our massage therapist.
Boy.
Oh, keep it clean.
No, is in Detroit. His name was Chika. He was Russian, and he told a story that was unbelievable because all the older Russian guys, Larionov, Fetisov, they're the ones who brought him over from Russia to be a part of the team. He was an unbelievable equipment guy, too. He was like both, dual role. And they told a story about way back in the 70s where Victor Tikhonov, the Russian coach, had open tryouts every year because you never know who's like, if everybody's playing hockey in Russia, it doesn't mean it's organized. It was very like, there was pockets of people where you're like, I don't know anybody in that area. So the first thing they did is in the summertime, they did all the fitness testing and all like crazy stuff. And I guess Chika was unreal. Like the fastest player, the strongest, this, that, everything. And they were write-ups on him, like in the newspaper. They were doing television things. And then he hit the ice, and he could barely play hockey. But Tikhonov loved him so much, he said, you can be our equipment guy. And so that's when he started the equipment guy, and then he later got into like the health and wellness.
Mm-hmm.
He had hands on him like the size of a grizzly bear. So when he was like massaging, it felt like you're getting beat up.
Yeah.
He's like, geez, and he'd sit in the sauna, and you'd have guys. He'd be sauna day. You're like, okay, what does that mean? The guys, oh yeah, watch this. Cheek would be in there for like 3 hours. With the eucalyptus branches, and guys would sit in there and he'd like do the whole like whipping the guys. But meanwhile, like halfway through, I'm like, he's been in there the whole time.
Can't be healthy.
This guy was a nut, man. It was the best ever.
It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We got part one of our Sports Six Pack coming up. So get a question, send it into the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Again, part one of the Sports Six Pack next. ESPN, we're live at Scott Air Force Base inside the Exchange. If you're on base, feel free to stop by, say hello, maybe take a photo with us. We appreciate it. We saw Tanisha from the Snake Pit earlier today. Always good to see her. With Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, and Andrew Marsh, I'm Anthony Stalter. And speaking of Marsh, he's got question 1 for the Sports Six-Pack.
All right, from the 573, is 4 preseason games for the NHL really enough? That's almost as few as the NFL. It just seems like it's not a great idea to me to reduce the preseason by 33% right away.
33%. What?
I just read the questions. I don't
That's
do
math.
the math.
It's math. So right
Math
now they
is
got
percentages
6,
is math.
Okay.
and you can take away 2, carry the
So
1.
here's what you're going to have happen.
Add a
is
4.
There you go.
You're going to have more of an NHL roster for every preseason game. I don't mind that. Like the guys who you drafted in the 5th and 6th and 7th round, they probably don't need to be in the preseason game for a couple of years until they've played in the minors and you can see what they are and whatnot. So it kind of weeds out those nothing games, like the first 2 preseason games where it's like just a lot of fluff, a lot of young kids. Here you go, put your young guys in, put my young guys in.
Sure.
And it's nice for those guys to get an opportunity to play in the preseason, but all of those players, they play in those little prospect tournaments before training camp starts. They play in the prospect camps halfway right after the NHL draft. So, like, they're already getting reps with other players that are, drafted and things like that. So it's not like, to me, it's not a huge deal if they don't get preseason games. And the veteran players are just fine not playing 6 or 8 preseason games.
Right. Question 2, please.
Second question comes from Symphonic Metalhead. When you lads, when you lads go to the gym, what are you listening to, i.e. music? What genre? What bands?
9 Inch Nails, Aerosmith,
Carey, tell the
Metallica.
truth.
He has no idea who he's listening to. He puts it on
Yeah.
shuffle and tries to guess.
I'm listening to rap. Or I might listen to like some R&B. I was listening to Stevie Wonder the other day. Just
While you were working out?
yeah,
That's an interesting choice. I'm
You
not
never
gonna
know,
lie.
man. Sometimes I just depends on the mood. It was Stevie Wonder. I
Yeah.
was just listening to a bunch of Stevie Wonder songs.
Okay.
Don't have a rhyme or reason. It just kind of whatever my spirit is feeling.
Was
in
it
that
working
moment.
for you?
Yeah,
That's all that matters.
when I go to the gym, I'm locked in.
I always hit shuffle on my my phone, wherever. I have certain
On
playlists.
your iPod shuffle?
No, that's Anthony's.
Oh. He lost it.
I have certain
No, I didn't.
playlists.
The one I did.
No, he didn't even use ours. That I have built in there, but then, like, if you work out on a regular basis, then the playlists start to grow a little bit old. Like, you kind of know what's coming up and whatnot. So
Yeah.
I'll just hit shuffle, and it's fun.
Let it do
Sometimes I
its
find
thing.
myself working out, like, all of a sudden country music is playing, and I'm like, but I'm down with it. I'm like, all right.
Okay.
For the red, white, and blue. 2 more reps.
I typically listen to music. I do the same thing as Jamie. I'll just hit shuffle. A lot of Rage Against the Machine on there. I can't go with the slow stuff. But, hey, whatever works for Carey. But I will – sometimes I will listen to a podcast.
That's
While
what
you're
I do.
working out?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You thought I was bad.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Because-
You
I
do
thought
that all the
Stevie
time.
Wonder
I
was
mean,
bad.
I
sometimes
didn't say it was bad. I said it was interesting.
Oh,
It's different than bad. Why you gotta go negative?
well, it is different.
I mean, sometimes, I kind of use it as show prep. I'll be listening to a podcast and listen to, a football podcast or something. And
I'll listen sometimes, like, while I'm on the treadmill
Mm-hmm.
to a podcast, but then once I start working out, like, if I'm working out,
Yeah.
I'm not really hearing. Like, if it's a podcast, I'm not really listening. That's why music in the background is, like, going, like, that's why it's fine. That's why it doesn't really matter what music per se, because it's just occupying space in the back of my brain while my body's doing the work.
yeah.
So that's the only reason I don't listen to a podcast while I work out is I wouldn't retain anything.
Makes sense.
I'm with you, Anthony. I like the podcast or the different shows or whatever. If there's a game on, Like if there's a Cardinals game on or a Blues game and I'm at the gym, I'll throw the app on and watch the game so I can hear it. I know there's TVs and stuff, you know, at the place, but it's not all synced up. I want to be able to hear what I'm watching. Or I listen to Big Booty Mix.
Yeah,
Big
good.
Booty Mix.
Absolutely.
That's a good one.
Question 3, please.
Can't go wrong.
Haven't heard that one.
Haven't heard what?
Nothing.
From the 636. If you could bring back one physical attribute from when you were in your prime, what would it be?
Oh,
6-pack abs.
that ain't bad.
Yeah.
That actually.
I got a problem doing that now, Carey.
Yeah.
There's a knife that went straight through my abdomen that said, no,
You got
no.
time. Yeah, that's a great one. I mean, I think like the traps and the biceps and triceps, all,
Yeah, but you still
all
got
of it.
that going on.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
it was. I'll show you a picture. It looked like a. Yeah.
He sent me a picture one time. It wasn't that, though.
Wow, that wasn't for you.
I know. It's a different Jamie. Who would have thought?
How about you, Anthony?
There was a moment when I realized that I was old, Marsh, and I wasn't even that old.
When do I
yet.
get to look forward to that?
Well,
It's coming.
So when I first moved to St. Louis, this was 2010, so what, 15 years ago. I was asked to play on a men's flag football team, and I'm like, oh yeah,
I think I've heard the story.
Yes, I love it. And I got there, and I was all jacked up. I was ready to go, and they were like, what position? I go, hey man, put me anywhere. I don't care. And they're like, all right, well, we need defense. I'm like, cool. I actually played defensive back in high school. All good. I line up, and there was a younger kid lined up across from me. And he smoked my ass over and over and over again. Finally, I go, put me on the line. I go, just put me on the line. Because it was like 3 offensive linemen. I go, I'll be an offensive lineman. And I was so devastated. So speed.
Yeah, speed's a good one.
Not that I was like a speedster, but just I had decent speed when I was younger.
Well, you can play fast if you're in the right position and
except
put
for
yourself in a good position.
This person was a football player.
Yeah.
So he got me a couple times.
Well,
I would back up. I'd give him a cushion. He'd catch it short, and he'd juke me. I'd try to get up, be physical. He'd just run past me. Yeah, it was a problem.
Speed for
You're at
me,
a disadvantage right away.
Yeah.
I'm not too like I'm still fast enough for my age group. So we were in California this summer. My friends from college, we were all out there. My one guy who coached for the Eagles, we had a relay race.
Mm-hmm.
Our girlfriends and wives and us. And we smoked them. So I'm
felt
good.
good.
Oh, man, I felt so good.
So the guys raced the girls?
No, the girls, all the women started.
Mm-hmm.
They raced, and then we tagged off with the men, and then we raced back.
I gotcha.
And me and Cachet smoked them.
Nice.
That's
Good for you guys.
Felt good, too.
It's a
'cause
good
my-
thing Cachet's
man,
really fast.
It is. 'Cause, actually, she gave me a lead. I was so worried. My one friend used to play wide receiver. I'm like, I had a big enough lead. We were good.
Nice. See, I was Marsh's age at this point. I was 29, and this kid was probably 20.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
He was still in his prime.
That's what I'm saying, man. I know
He
shot.
probably had been up
And
all night hanging out.
Oh yeah.
Playing
Eating
games,
junk food.
party.
I will say I was hungover that day too.
Oh, well,
So-
yeah. I mean,
Sometimes you play better than
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Not that day.
You know what?
that
I
day.
wish I could play basketball still. I don't play basketball anymore.
Why not, Carey? I got a
just
hoop at
don't.
my house. You come
Like
over and
I
hoop.
used to go hoop with some guys.
Want to do a
some
little
guys play.
1v1? You
Sure.
and me.
Let's
Get
do it.
get the Rivers boys in, you
I
and me
I
against
miss-
them.
Oh yeah, we'll smoke them.
We did. I did. That's why my boys they get so mad. Yeah, you're old. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm better than you though. Yeah, all you do is you take the ball and you just force your way to the hoop. I'm
As
like,
I should.
"Yeah, try to stop me. Then."
I don't hear a problem yet.
Yeah.
Jamie, you brought up the 6-pack abs. Are 6-pack abs still in, or is the dad bod more in? Obviously you're working out, but you still got a little bit of it allows for some more beers to
Yeah.
flow through.
It
Six-pack
depends.
abs.
It depends. Yes, there are some people that are definitely more into like muscular upper body and not so crazy defined torso, like
Right.
just like normal, But I still don't mind the look of peeling the tarp off at the lake on Saturday afternoon, and you're feeling pretty good about your game.
Yeah. Look good, feel good.
Play good.
Hopefully.
Play good. Pay good.
Part 2 of the Sports Six Pack
Celebrate
is
good.
is next. Keep those questions coming into the Air Comfort Service text line 314-399-9646. Part 2 of the Sports Six Pack is next. Time for part 2 of the Sports Six back here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We are live at Scott Air Force Base inside the Exchange. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. Question number 4, please.
Gentlemen, we got a good text earlier from Continental Courtney surrounding our Mizzou Tigers. That's right, our Mizzou Tigers. We get another text message from Continental Courtney. Z-O-U. No.
Fire up chips.
Guys, I know this is called the Sports Six-Pack of questions, but my question has nothing to do with sports. But I want to know if you had a choice of a 7-day all-inclusive cruise to multiple destinations in the Caribbean or a 7-day all-inclusive trip flying into one Caribbean destination, which one would you choose?
I'm going one.
Yeah, just one. I don't want to.
Cruise ship.
I don't want to be bouncing around.
Well, you don't really get to spend that much time.
Yeah.
When you stop at those destinations, and then you got kind of a panic set in because you got to get back on the ship before the ship leaves you, and it will indeed leave you if you are taking too much time at that destination.
It's happened.
Yeah, it happens all the time. You go on TikTok or YouTube and
Netflix.
look at the people getting
Netflix
left.
has got some interesting
things.
cruise
Yep.
No, I've never seen any of those.
docu-series.
What happens?
Check it out, Carey.
You could
I
disappear.
don't want to go. No, I
That's
don't
one
want to watch
thing.
it. I don't want to watch it. I'm okay.
Yeah, fly me into one spot where I don't have to worry about anything at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I've never been on a cruise. My brother has. He loved it. Now, I think he got one of those top packages. You have your own pool, and he was a bougie guy.
Out.
Yeah, he went all out, so his experience may have been different.
Sure.
Cruises aren't bad.
But I don't know if I have the desire to stop at multiple places, get off, go out, come back. I kind of like to get up in the morning when I'm on vacation, usually get a little bit of a workout in, something light, and then that's it for the day. I don't want to plan one more thing.
Right.
We're going to sit by the pool. We're going to sit by the beach. We're going to have some cocktails. We're going to go have a nap, and then we'll get up, clean up, go to dinner somewhere, and then we'll have drinks somewhere else. Usually catch the cheesy resort show that night. Love those, by the way. Guilty pleasure. And that's it. That's all I want my life to be. That's why I'm there, to relax. If I wanted a schedule, I would just stay here and do everything I do every day.
Right.
That's
I hear you.
That's just me.
No, I'm with you. Well said. Kristen and I did one of those all-inclusive resorts for the honeymoon. We had a great time. It was awesome.
Every year now, Ashley and I go back during All-Star break or this year Olympic break. Last year, 4 Nations. We went for 4 or 5 days. I love it. I love it.
Question 5, please.
From the 314, guys, I just saw the Super 16 from the NHL. How are the Blues not in the top 16? Do you think the NHL is not taking the Blues seriously this season?
No, I think they have to. I think they have to earn it, though. They had a good finish to the season last year, a solid playoff series. Ended up blowing it. You had it right there, and you let it slip away. And so I think that the ranking system goes upon, what have you been more consistent at? And if it's winning, then you get a higher ranking. So should they be a little bit higher, 15, 14? If we're going to argue about that, fine. I can argue all day and probably get them to the top 15. But it's pretty easy. Go out, win hockey games, and be a good team, and you don't have to worry about these ranking systems.
Yeah, right. They don't matter overall, but it is interesting. To the texter's point, it is interesting that nationally the Blues aren't ranked higher, but ultimately it doesn't matter. Question 6, please.
From the 314, this one is interesting, and Anthony, I would love to get your take on it. Will the Falcons win a championship before the baseball Cardinals?
No.
Yes.
No chance.
No, there's no chance.
You gotta,
Absolutely not.
Listen, you got to stop not believing in your Falcons.
Okay, can I?
When's the last time they won a Super Bowl?
Let's do this. Let's make it plain and simple.
Carey, hang on. When's the last time they won a Super Bowl?
Oh,
they
Carey, they haven't.
Never.
Oh.
You knew that, though. He's a terrible partner. Let's do this, though. and it's apples to oranges. Which team has the better roster?
Right now?
Yeah.
The Falcons.
Which team
makes it worse.
is in the tougher division?
I don't
Cardinals.
So the Falcons are in the easier division.
Correct.
I should have said that.
Yes.
Still not winning.
Which team has a superstar?
Falcons.
Which team has multiple potential superstars?
I mean,
Potential?
they
You
have
got-
one. They have one.
So Falcons have
Bijan?
Cousins and who else?
No,
Penix is
Hopefully, yeah.
a
Drake London is a
on
very
my
good
wide
wide
list to
receiver.
be
He's
a
very good.
superstar. So I say that to say this: they're in an easier division. They have better talent. They have a superstar. They play less games. Why would you think the Falcons are further away than the Cardinals? And don't give me it's the Atlanta.
Highlight some things, okay?
This is gonna be great.
This.
This is gonna be good.
I'm not a fan.
In 1998,
Here it is.
the night before, they were set to play the Denver Broncos in Super Bowl 33. The man that was handed an award for being
Man of the
essentially
year?
a tremendous human being was literally arrested on the streets of Miami by an undercover cop as he was trying to solicit a woman of the night, a lady of the night.
He didn't know that that's what she was.
No, he didn't. So he wound up being in jail.
No, he didn't know she was a woman of the night. Not that she wasn't a
You
police
didn't know
officer.
she was a woman?
She
Not
didn't,
of the night.
She didn't know. He didn't know that she was a police officer.
But he knew she was a woman of the night?
Yes.
Oh, he thought
he thought it was.
Which is why he tried to
Bottom-
offer her compensation.
Bottom line, he spent the night in prison and then gave up about 150 yards to Rod Smith the following night. That's just one example.
He got the play?
Yeah.
Did he
Needed
play?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
didn't know he
started.
played.
He
Good
started.
lawyer.
A real good lawyer.
Didn't
You
sleep.
got out on a Sunday?
That's,
Hey, you got a damn good lawyer.
Didn't sleep all night. Played in the Super Bowl next night.
Bill
Usually
Belichick would have
they keep
sat
you.
him.
Yeah, he would, nah. Man, actually,
Yeah,
probably
he
would have.
probably
You
would've.
Yeah.
had to wait till Monday.
Then, Carey,
no,
then
been there.
the Atlanta Falcons got a bona fide superstar
Okay.
who decided to fight dogs on the weekends.
Well,
at
he had
his-
dogs fight.
He had dogs fight. Yeah, he didn't fight the dogs. Yeah,
don't think.
which led to him going to
Prison.
federal prison. Yeah, so there was that whole situation.
Okay.
Then they were up 28-3 in the third quarter of a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and somehow wound up losing that one. There are teams that exist purely for the existence of other teams, and unfortunately my Falcons fit into that. John Elway got to celebrate back-to-back Super Bowls and go out on top. Why? Because of the Falcons. Tom Brady had an opportunity when everybody was going to – I mean, you had Robert Alford running down the field, pick six. You had Tom Brady out laying on the ground. That was going to be the snapshot. Brady's done, except he's not.
Yeah.
So Tom Brady got an opportunity to win his, six? I think that was the record.
That was his-
Was that the
yeah.
record?
No,
I
that
think
was
that was
his
the record.
fifth.
Yeah.
That was
I think that was fifth.
That was fifth.
Either way, guys, 5, and then he got to 6,
And
right?
7.
And then
Because he
got
played in the
six,
Falcons
7.
division. 6, 7. Wanted to play in the Falcons division, so got himself another one.
Yeah.
The Falcons exist purely for other teams. The Cardinals are one of those brands
Man, I
that
have
will
to-
always find a way at some point to
I
win.
have to disagree with
It's
you.
the Cardinals.
I have to disagree with you.
That's a great breakdown.
I mean,
I mean,
but
there's
you're-
been other
you're-
things,
You're
but-
really breaking down like the history. We're talking about the here and now.
The history leads us to now.
The window is going to be open soon, sooner, for the Atlanta Falcons than it will be for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
Same franchise whose the son of the defensive coordinator decided to call players on the biggest night of their lives and prank them,
Yeah, that did happen.
including Shadur Sanders,
Well, yeah.
who
okay.
at one point was a great his father was a great player for the
Is
franchise
that the same?
until he went to the Niners, then went back there, got in a tickle fight with Andre Rison on the field, and then pick 6, then told the media, this is my house.
It was his
And
house.
we couldn't disagree with him.
Are they
That's
the
Falcon
same
fans.
organization where the coach quit during the?
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah,
To
okay.
go to Arkansas.
I left a memo on his desk.
To go to Arkansas. Not Alabama. Hell, not even Auburn.
Arkansas pays well.
Arkansas.
He didn't want to be
Okay,
here.
Which
If
is
you
a
don't-
track and
and-
baseball school,
and
by
if you
the
don't,
way.
if you
Not
don't
a
want to
football
be here,
school.
we don't want you here. It's basically what they said.
Anthony, after all that, I believe you.
Thank you, Jamie.
Anthony,
You spoke of that Super Bowl. I was with Howard Griffith on Saturday.
Were
He
you?
scored 2 touchdowns against.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Good for him.
But you know what's crazy? No,
Awesome.
It's you know how I love my son, but kids are terrible. Right? they are. They just say this. I
Just
love
to
my
preface
son.
this.
Nah, my son. I played 6 years in the NFL. Right?
Yes, you did.
And so I introduced him to Howard on the sideline on Saturday. I said, you know, he blocked for Terrell Davis. He did? He blocked for Terrell? I said he played with John Elway, too. Whoa, can I talk to him? I said, man, you don't ever do this for me. The hell are you doing? Why are you so excited? I played with some Hall of Famers, too, man. I want to talk to him. I need to ask him about John Elway.
Oh,
What the heck?
man.
You know
I get
what?
the same.
Get
I get the same.
Get the hell away from
My
me,
kids
kid.
treat me like I was a janitor.
Get the hell away
That was
from
nice,
me,
Dad.
kid.
They let you on the roster.
You
That
worked
was nice.
You worked at the facility, did you?
Listen, so now I'm going to grab Howard. Like, Howard, hey, can you come talk to me? He wants to ask you about John. He'll say, hey, come talk to me about John Elway, please. He doesn't give a damn about anything I've ever done.
Oh. I do, Carey. And Jamie
He does. He
and
will.
Marsh does.
He
was,
will.
yeah.
He'll get there. My
Yeah.
kids, as they're older now, are like, "Oh, that was cool." Like,
Right.
Now they go back. Man, I forgot. Like we did this, or we talked to so and so, or
Yeah.
That's
Carey,
really funny.
tell me about Peyton Manning.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Marcy.
Give me a story
Marcy
about
gives
him.
a damn.
second best QB ever.
Next to your favorite, Joe Flacco.
Yeah, gosh.
Joe Flacco.
Joe,
All right.
he's getting jobbed in Cleveland.
He's not. He had a job.
He lost his job.
He's doing the best he can, guys. You see that team?
Jeez.
They're total.
Hey, we have your chance right now to win free tickets to see 9 Inch Nails February 25th at Enterprise Center. Tickets for 9 Inch Nails go on sale next Wednesday, October 8th at noon. But we've already got your chance to win free tickets for the show before you can even buy them. Text in right now to win those tickets at 314-399-9646. That's the Air Comfort Service text line. Here's your trivia question. 9 Inch Nails originate from what city? What city or state?
Seattle.
Kennebunkport, Maine.
It's neither of those. I'll just give you that. Find all the ticket details now and a bonus shot to score free tickets for 9 Inch Nails right now at 101ESPN.com or on your 101 ESPN mobile app, powered by Dobbs Tire and Auto
Effingham?
Centers.
I gave the best answer.
Why don't we do bet the board next?
Oh.
Why don't we do bet the board next?
Oh, you're changing bet the board?
Yeah.
Springing
Here on
me.
101 ESPN.
We all did well except for you.
I was the only one that took the L. Stupid Yankees. Stupid Red Sox. No, it is all about pitching, though, in the postseason, though. So, it's not about that offense.
Yeah, and you went over. You should have went under since pitching matters.
Thank you, Carey.
Sorry.
All right, Jamie, what's your stupid pick?
Not a lot that I like on the board. So as much as I don't like to, I'm going to go NHL preseason.
Wow.
I am going to go with our St. Louis Blues and Ottawa Senators going over 5.5.
Okay.
Minus 130.
Over 5.5 goals.
Yep.
Carey.
I am going Kyron Williams over 10 yards receiving at minus 113.
Check that.
He's looking at it.
Yeah, but he can't read very good.
He's right.
He can't read, but if he looks at it multiple times, he'll
Hey,
see.
he can read.
I
Just
taught
not
him
very
that.
I can
good.
read that.
I taught him that.
See this shoe?
It says Adidas.
Art.
But like Marshy said, or like Jamie said, Marshy didn't teach us how to find the alternative.
Oh, now you're blaming him, too? Because you can't find it?
Yeah,
It's Marshy's fault.
it's Marshy's brutal.
Where is this at?
Go to receiving.
I'm there.
All right, well, find it.
See? Is that not that?
Yeah, for who are you looking at? Kyron?
Kyron Williams.
Yeah, it's 15,
Jordan
15
Kyron.
or more on there.
But here,
Well, we don't use that site. Same.
is this the official rule?
We
Yes.
told Jamie that the other day.
Screw you. Screw you. Yeah. The last time. Yeah, sorry, can't use that one.
So I can't use that one.
No.
No, it's not
no,
the site.
Carey, the answer's no.
You know you can't either because we literally just had this conversation
All right,
with
I was
Jamie.
just checking. I was making sure.
That's unreal.
So it's
What
15. Do you
I
still
don't want
that?
15. Hell no.
All right, well,
Well,
Marsh.
you know what? Go ahead, Marsh.
Then we get to pick for you.
I'll
If you're
come
not
back.
ready, we pick
Now,
for you.
why do you always make up rules that benefit you?
Just trying to be like we gotta have. That's the pace of play here, Carey.
All right, well, I'll go next while Carey waits. You guys know I love my goofy plays.
Oh, here we go. Alternate spread.
No, not even
Can you
close.
check his?
Yeah, he's on some offshore.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
on. He's good.
I don't like his.
He's fine.
I don't know how he finds these.
He's fine.
It's really not that hard. You just got to scroll over a couple tabs, and that's where you will find
You just got to try.
total punts. Give me over 7.5 tonight in Thursday Night Football. Rams 49ers over 7.5 punts
That's
for minus 145.
what a bet that is.
Thursday Night Football, it's a little sloppy, Anthony.
It can be.
It can be.
Marshy,
so give
what's
me
it gonna
at
feel
least
like?
8 punts tonight.
What's it gonna feel like watching the game and cheering for punts?
Yeah, I mean, hey, whatever gets the
love
job done, you know?
First half receiving yards plus 5 yards.
It's 5 or more.
Minus 109.
There you go.
5 or more yards.
Verified.
First half.
First half,
Who
though.
is this
That
for?
seems easy.
Kyron
Kyron
Williams.
the local product.
That
Hey,
seems easy.
hey, I didn't make the. Vianney.
And
Central Michigan.
Your
Notre Dame.
favorite
Notre Dame.
school.
Notre Dame.
I don't know why USC was in my mind because they play Notre Dame. I couldn't.
ND.
It wasn't working.
Carey, what's your creative play?
5 yards.
It's not very
5 or
creative.
more.
Okay.
Is it 5 or more?
Yes.
5+ receiving yards?
Yes.
In the first half.
In the first half.
Gotcha.
Minus 109.
Interesting.
Good job, guys.
What did you go for?
I'm going to go Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown. Minus 110.
Oh, he'll be hurt.
No, he's not going to score.
He'll be hurt.
I don't think he's going to get hurt.
Why would you put that in the universe?
I don't know why he would say that.
What?
That was a bit much.
Christian McCaffrey from
Stanford.
49ers.
He's actually from Carolina.
The United States of America.
Panthers.
Nice job.
Yeah.
All right, we got the Gauntlet coming up next here on 101 ESPN. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN, where it's 4:05. Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. We're live at Scott Air Force Base for Military Appreciation Day. Love being out here. Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, those are the giggling ones down there. Andrew Marsh, Anthony Stalter. Who do we have today in the Gauntlet?
We have Tyler joining the program.
What's up, Tyler? We're doing great, man. Appreciate you joining us. Thank you for playing today. Would you like to take on Jamie, Carey, me, or Andrew Marsh?
Oh, Carey, don't worry about getting that pen.
Carey Davis.
Good luck, Tyler. Uh-oh.
Is that Bradford? Bradford's back on 101 ESPN Studios running the board today. All right, so Tyler, go ahead and tell Bradford to spin that wheel.
Oh, you snake. Not you, Tyler.
Tyler, what are you hoping for?
Doesn't work anyway. Pickleball.
Pickleball.
Oh.
Okay, well, that could be random. That's right. Well, it doesn't
gotta
work. All right, Bradford, what do we get? Oh, all right. Tyler, how do you feel about football? Okay, that's all right. 4 football-related questions today against Carey Davis. Each one is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. You ready? All right, here we go. Question number 1. After week 4, how many teams are still winless on the season? How many teams are winless on the season after week 4? Just the number is fine. So how many winless teams are there? Okay.
All right, question 2. Name the quarterback who has thrown 7 interceptions, leading the NFL through week 4. All right, is it Joe Flacco, Cam Ward, or Geno Smith?
Question number 3. Which player has 6 touchdowns on the season, the most in the NFL through week 4? Options are James Cook, Amon-Ra St. Brown, or Rome Odunze. 6 touchdowns on the season.
All right, final question for you, Tyler. Which team has punted the most in the NFL through 4 weeks this season? Sure. Cincinnati Bengals, Tennessee Titans, Minnesota Vikings. All right. We'll try to flag down Carey here. Tyler, how you feeling? Okay. All right. We'll
Could be worse. Could be worse. Average is fine.
Yeah.
For some people. What?
Carey is walking back here from his man-made cone of silence. Now he's played in the NFL, so his knees aren't what they used to be. So
Carey gets around good. Why are you being mean to my guy, Carey? He gets around pretty good.
Yeah.
I saw him squatting in the gym the other day. He needed a little help. I had to spot him.
Yeah.
He didn't want that kind of spot, though.
Yeah, he was.
He told us about that. We had to stop him from going to HR. Now, if we had an HR.
Well, it wasn't at the office. It's different.
Is it?
You got to make sure
It's hostile. It's a hostile work
when you're
environment.
spotting your partner. You got to make sure you're bending the knees
I'm okay.
down low with them.
I didn't have
all
enough.
the way up.
Didn't have enough weight on there to need a.
But you can never be too careful, Carey.
I think I was fine.
Carey, your category today is football.
I like football.
Good luck.
All right, you ready?
Pack a lunch, buddy.
After week 4, how many teams are still winless this NFL season? After week 4,
Winless
how many teams are
teams.
still winless on the season
Oh man.
in the National Football
Why am I
League?
drawing a blank? The Titans are winless. The Browns have a win. Oh. Patriots have a win. AFC West, AFC North, all teams. AFC East. AFC West.
Shot
Can I have a second to do this?
Shot
NFC,
clock.
NFC West.
Want to call
NFC
timeout?
East. The Giants got to win. NFC South. It should be just one. I feel like I'm forgetting one, though. Oh, no, the Saints. Do the Saints have a win? Let's go 2. Final answer. I hope I heard that question correctly. It's too late now.
Yep. Okay. Name the quarterback who has thrown 7 interceptions leading the NFL through week 4.
Oh, man, I don't know who that is. 7 interceptions? Somebody that probably got benched or hurt. Oh. Well, nah. I'll take the options.
Is
might be
it?
Lamar.
Joe Flacco, Cam Ward, or Geno Smith?
Those are very good options. I don't think it's Joe. Even though he stinks.
Hey,
Sorry, Jay.
keep his name out your mouth.
You heard what the other guy said. Joe Flacco, Geno. Let's go. Let's go Geno Smith. Final answer.
Question number 3. Which player has 6 touchdowns on the season, most in the NFL through week 4?
Is it rushing touchdowns, receiving touchdowns,
Just
passing
touchdowns, Carey.
touchdowns?
We're just
What are
fine.
we doing? What the hell is that, man?
Just touchdowns.
Just
Carey.
touchdowns.
Yep, just touchdowns. Whether
So
he
it's a-
ran it
it's a
over the
position
goal line
player.
or caught it over the goal line.
That's a position.
Could be a
Could
defensive
be a
player.
one hell of a
Not a-
quarterback, too,
not a
running all over the
defensive.
place. You never know.
Could be a punter.
It's not a
Yeah,
punter.
could be.
You stop.
Could be.
Could be.
Jonathan Taylor's been playing really well. Oh, man. We'll be here all day. Options.
Options are James Cook, Amon-Ra St. Brown, or Rome Odunze.
I don't think it's Rome. I don't feel like it would be. I feel like it would probably be a running back. And he can receive and rush. This is terrible. James Cook, final answer.
All right, final question. Which team has punted the most in the NFL through 4 weeks?
Man,
Which team is?
Yeah, this is not serious.
It's very serious. Dial it in here, okay?
It's the Gauntlet, Carey.
Yeah.
It's always serious.
Who in the hell knows who punted the most?
Well, maybe watch the game. You know?
It's either the Saints, the Titans, the Browns. The options may help. They may not. Options.
Is it the Saints,
Oh
the
my
Browns,
God.
Cincinnati Bengals, Tennessee Titans, Minnesota Vikings?
Minnesota didn't punt a lot last week. They got sacked a lot. So I'm going to scratch them off. The Titans, the Bengals.
Titans, Bengals, Vikings.
The Bengals punted a lot against the Vikings. Had a couple of them blocked. One would think that it's the Titans. They ain't got a win yet. But it probably ain't going to be the Titans. Bengals. Final answer. I hate this. I am not a fan.
You don't like football?
I love football.
That's
I don't know
terrible,
these
Carey.
questions. These questions
That's weird.
These questions are
All right, let's go over these.
mid, as the kids would say.
Which player has 6 touchdowns on the season, most in the NFL through week 4? Tyler said James Cook. Carey said James Cook. Correct answer is
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Of course,
for
St.
your
Brown.
Detroit Lions.
We got a 0-0 tie.
Of course it is.
He ran one in, too. Because
Ah.
the Lions run those really cool plays.
Name the quarterback who has thrown 7 interceptions, leading the NFL through week 4. Carey went with Geno Smith. Tyler went with Cam Ward. Correct answer is?
It is Geno Smith.
It was Geno Smith. Carey up 1-0.
Good job, Carey.
Which team has punted the most in the NFL through 4 weeks this season? Carey, after a lot of complaining, landed on Cincinnati. Tyler went with Tennessee.
To Tennessee.
Correct answer is?
The Bengal.
Oh.
Carey up 2-0.
Whew.
After week 4, how many teams are still winless on the season in the NFL?
He must not have taken the options.
Tyler did not take the options. Tyler said 1.
Oh.
Carey didn't take the options. He said 2. If it's 1, we have ourselves a walk-off. If it's any other number, 0 through 32, Carey wins. Tyler.
You have chosen poorly.
Carey, you won, but the correct answer is 3.
Oh, man. Who was the other one?
Saints, Titans, and the team that used to be the Titans, the New York Jets.
What?
Used to be the Titans.
Used to be the
That
Titans.
confused me.
What?
The Jets used to be called the Titans.
Oh.
Oh, in New York. The
Yeah.
New York Titans.
Yes.
Thought you meant
forgot
like.
about
Why are you guys looking at me like I got
because I thought you meant
you know what
because
coming
the
on my
Texans-
The
forehead?
Houston Oilers used
Yeah,
to be the
Houston.
Titans.
Yeah.
The Jets used to be called the Titans.
Yes, they were, but you can see where our confusion.
No,
is
I
coming
can't
from.
actually.
Nah,
I
he-
really
'cause his
can't.
brain, he can't see
You
it.
really screwed that up.
No, I didn't.
You did.
He kind of did. It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Tyler,
I made a mistake.
sorry, buddy.
Not as
Carey
bad
got
as
you.
you.
Carey got you today.
Good job, Tyler.
Oh, it's all good. Hey, good job, Gary. Appreciate it. It was fun, guys. Have a good one.
You
You
too,
too,
buddy.
Thank you.
I completely forgot about the Jets.
the hell
I
remembers
was
the
skipping past the
Titans?
Jets.
I did. And just because you didn't, you don't have to project on me.
He didn't. He didn't.
No, I did.
No,
I did.
They didn't.
They did.
No
they
way.
all know. Look at them.
No way. They,
All of them.
I
They all
believe,
know it's the Titans.
they feel sorry
do
for
they
me.
have a blue color scheme?
Sure.
I think they did.
Look that up real quick.
Marcy's going to check out the logo, see if he likes it or not.
I am.
He likes logos.
Wasn't that
Okay.
New York Archers?
He likes logos.
Look at that. They're blue and gold.
How about that? Boom.
See, I did know that.
Right in your face, Gary.
Just
And
like
Jamie.
the Archers.
We didn't say you were wrong.
Right in your face.
The way you worded it was terrible.
No, the way I worded it was perfect.
No,
He
wait.
knew.
The way you
He
worded
knew
it
exactly what I was
No, he
talking
didn't.
about.
No chance.
Absolutely.
The team that used to be called the Titans. The Jets.
Everybody thought of the Houston Oilers immediately.
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 6-1 Detroit.
Oh, Tigers are pumping them Guardians right now. Now, the Guardians used to be called something different, too.
They
They
were.
were called the Indians.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
We all know that.
Well, now you know something else. Instead of thanking me,
Well, actually-
you're down there pouting.
Anthony, the Guardians.
pouting
The
about
Guardians actually played in New York.
Yeah.
The New York Guardians of the XFL.
Ah, yes, that's true. You're absolutely right. All right, we got a
think you know
text. We got a text in. We got a text in that, and I'll just read it here. It says, first off, LOL Mets, because, they collapsed. But are we all in agreement that we'd rather have the ownership who tried, i.e. the Mets and Steve Cohen, and failed rather than not trying at all? Open the pockets, DeWitts. I'm going to dive into that next on 101 ESPN. It's a Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We're live at Scott Air Force Base, and what a pleasure it was. Listener Tom, who is in our United States military on Scott Air Force Base, Tom was the one who dug out the audio about the Derrick Henry story.
I wasn't.
Anthony, I heard.
I wasn't at work that day. We did find that out.
Thanks to Tom.
I hadn't heard the story.
It was new to you.
Take another day off.
It wasn't new to Jamie.
Man, we're not going to see for twice a week for the next 6 months. Come on, man.
So Tom was just here. Really nice dude. And Tom, not surprisingly, he does a lot of the intel here at Scott Air Force Base. So he was able to strategically,
it's all classified.
strategically find.
Taking you away again.
No, again. It's been about a year.
Yeah, last time I was here. Yeah, not great.
Yeah, no. I had trouble getting through here today. I wonder.
Figure it out.
But thanks for Tom stopping by, and we offered. We said, hey, come on down to the studio at some point, and we'll have you on for the Gauntlet and things like that. So Tom's awesome, very nice, and he gave us some cool patches.
Yeah,
too,
these
which
are awesome.
Yeah. So great stuff. We enjoy being out here. We're going to be out here until 6 o'clock. So if you're on base, feel free to stop by, catch a little bit of the show, take a photo. Just stop by, say hello. So I'll read off this text again. We got from the Air Comfort Service text line earlier in the show. It said, first off, LOL Mets. But are we all in agreement?
The Mets catch a stray here.
Well, they should, though.
What the hell?
But I understand where the texter's coming from here. But are we all in agreement that we'd rather have the ownership who tried and failed rather than not trying at all? Open up the pockets, DeWitts. What do you think of that? Because I've got a very definitive take on this. But
yeah. So here's my take on it: is first of all, Steve Cohen has more money than humanly possible. So this little game he calls owning a baseball team is nothing to him. Mm-hmm. But he threw a whole bunch of money at the Mets, guaranteeing a World Series in 3 to 5 years, and he's really screwed it up. The people he hired initially didn't do a good job. They threw a bunch of money at baseball players that were statistically good, but they didn't really assemble a good baseball team. They just threw money at top-end players and said, go do your thing.
Right.
It didn't work. It's so much so that he kind of was like, okay, we're going to redo this. We're going to get rid of as many big contracts as we can, and we're going to do it the right way this time. Well, that lasted half a season, and then when they started winning games, because he was doing it the right way, by the way, he threw money at it again and got a bunch of players that were star players or were high-priced players anyway, and it ultimately didn't work again. And so not only has he wasted a whole bunch of money on payroll, he's wasted a whole bunch of money on the luxury tax as well, and he's got about the same. Well, he's got exactly the same amount to show for it as the Cardinals have in that time frame. Now, I'm not suggesting you do nothing and just sit on your hands.
Right. There's another side to this.
But I just don't think just throwing money at every player that wants a lot of it and saying we did a great job, I don't necessarily believe that to be true.
Jamie, I couldn't agree more. It's not a situation. See, I don't equate spending money as quote unquote trying. Like what the Dodgers are doing.
It's really not trying.
It's actually the opposite.
No, it's not.
I think not spending money is not trying.
No, okay, so that's the other side, right?
That would be Pittsburgh and things like that.
Yeah, the other side of the coin. I don't want that. Don't get me wrong, but the ultimate owner is the one that Jamie used to play for, and Mike Ilitch, who is now passed. And Mike Ilitch, he threw money at stuff, but he threw money at the right things. He hired the right people. Yeah. He made sure your facilities with the Red Wings were incredible. He told you coming through the door, thank you for being a Red Wings. Next thing was, tell me what you need, because I don't want you telling me after we don't win the Stanley Cup what you needed, right?
Yeah, what we needed this, and we could have won a Stanley Cup. No, that doesn't exist here.
Tell me now, I'll get it for you. So I think that's trying to me, and then allowing your scouts and your GMs and your presidents do what they do. I want a smart owner that is spending money on the right things, not just throwing money at a problem. The Dodgers aren't really a good example of this. They spend money, but they also spend money on scouting. They have one of the richest scouting departments in Major League Baseball. So it's not like they're just spending money on all the best players. They're spending money on all the best players, and they have one of the best scouting staffs in baseball.
So do you think that the Mets didn't spend money wisely? I mean, they went out and signed Juan Soto. They got Francisco Lindor. They got Pete Alonso. Like they're spending money on players that should – like that. There's no reason for that team to have – crumbled down the stretch in the manner in which they did. That team should be in the playoffs. That team should have won their division. Like they had everything. If not won the division, definitely been the first wild card. That's no that.
They're pitching creative.
I was just going to say what they didn't have was good pitching.
They did it. They did initially.
I'm talking about down the stretch.
Yeah,
they tried. They traded at the deadline. They traded for a really good pitcher, didn't they?
Ryan Helsley.
Yeah.
They tried to shorten games.
That guy is a Cardinal.
What does that mean?
He tried to help the Cardinals make the playoffs
Bingo.
this year.
That's a true Cardinal.
Is there any one player this year that affected their stock more than Ryan Helsley?
Nah.
No.
I don't think so.
You could probably bring him back.
Yeah. Where's all those Ryan Helsley people now?
Oh, they're probably listening to the show right now.
Thank you for
Texting
listening.
in.
Should have kept him. You'd have been. No, you wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe you wouldn't.
No, you bring up a good point about the Mets. You do.
Like they spend money on good players. It's not like those are terrible players.
Yeah.
They just didn't perform for whatever
But
reason.
they overspent on some players that weren't worth the money.
They didn't perform. I think they just didn't
cratered.
perform well. I think it just started a snowball and it just went downhill really fast.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, but
you know
multiple
this,
years in a row. Kenny.
but this year they were in the playoffs last year.
Yeah,
they,
but
they
even,
were
I'm
they
saying
were
like they're supposed to win
knocking
a
on the door.
championship.
Yeah, which is hard as hell. We talked about that. But you know this too. When your team is really good, things find a way to work out well for you. But when it starts spiraling out of control and no one can stop it, it's like, what are we doing here? And we can't figure it out. And I think that's what happened to that team. There's no way that team should lose 8 games in a row and still be in the wild card hunt to have a chance. Like, there's no way that even happens. And it wasn't until, the last 2 games, the last game of the year where
Reds
they were
caught 'em.
finally kicked out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like they
The Reds, Cardinals, and Giants didn't want it.
they didn't. Nobody else wanted to win. And
You
the
take
Reds
it.
were like, all right, if we got to play 2 more games in L.A., we'll push our vacations back a couple of days.
Right.
We'll go.
Cruise?
Yeah, they got the booze crews lined up, ready to roll.
So, you know what's funny that we're talking about this? I'm looking things up on the Mets, and guys, they really haven't been to the postseason all that much in their history. But I wonder if we're entering into a phase like they had in the early 90s. There was a book written about this team called The Worst Team Money Could Buy, The Collapse of the New York Mets. And it was written by beat writers Bob Klapisch and John Harper. I wonder if history repeats itself. I wonder if we're going down that road right now with the New York Mets, the worst team that money could buy.
Who was on that team? Was it Strawberry and
Doc Gooden.
Doc Gooden.
Saberhagen, Vince
Howard
Coleman,
Hojo.
I like Hojo.
Bonilla,
Was Gary
Gooden,
What's his
Carter?
face?
David
Carter,
Cone.
the catcher. Is Gary Carter the catcher?
I'm not looking at the roster. I'm just looking at some of these.
Oh,
Eddie Murray.
You fooled us. We thought you were going right down the roster.
Oh, no.
Eddie Murry. Remember him?
Guy's a great comedian.
Nope. That's Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. All right. We're going to play Hot Take or Hot Garbage next. So if you got a Hot Take or Hot Garbage for us, send it into the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. Again, Hot Take, Hot Garbage next. It's the Fast Lane live at Scott Air Force Base. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN Live from Scott Air Force Base with Andrew Marsh. I'm Anthony Stalter. Carey and Jamie left the program because they don't think it's important, and that's a shame. It's a shame, Marsh.
Yeah, it really is.
Hot take or hot garbage? It's you can text in your hot take or hot garbage here to the Air Comfort Service text line at 314-399-9646. So, Marsh, we'll just play.
Yeah, from the 314, hot take or hot garbage, Carey and Jamie have zero concept of time.
No, that's a hot take. Not only do they have zero concept of time, they have zero appreciation for what we do here and zero respect for you, the listener. They just decide that they can do whatever they damn well please and often talk about that to us in the office. They call themselves special, too, which is I find to be kind of unnerving. Marsh, I don't know how you feel.
You know what's funny, and you probably just noticed this, even when we were telling the listeners and everybody here at the Exchange that they didn't appreciate them.
Yeah.
And we were basically calling them out. I mean, they were walking like 2 miles per hour.
Yeah, they didn't care.
Maybe.
Fast,
but when there was a tornado, I mean, their 40 speed was incredible.
Carey was outside.
Carey was clocked at 4 even on his 40 when the tornado was there.
So they couldn't wait to get away from me and you.
Yeah.
And they were very hesitant to come back to me.
That's correct.
We didn't know if you guys were on the air or
We couldn't tell. And then I looked at Anthony, which I'm not supposed to do, but I had to look at him for this moment.
We'll talk about that later.
And I saw I saw him speaking into the microphone, so I said, Jamie, we got to go. We'll get the coffee later.
Yeah.
Like I said, coffee. Anthony summoned me with his eyes, which I'm not supposed to look into.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I knew. And I tapped Jamie. I said, we got to go.
You might melt like those people did in Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never know.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. I do apologize for keeping you all waiting for
Thank you,
30 seconds.
All right, we'll move on.
It's amazing that you guys, were able to battle through hot take or hot garbage without Carey and I.
They haven't even started
Oh,
yet.
they didn't?
No,
Oh,
we did.
wow.
We did.
We answered one already.
Yeah,
I bet you did.
we did.
I bet you did.
It was hot.
It was hot.
It
We
was
went
a
with hot take.
Yeah. I can guarantee it was something about us, and you went, yep, hot take.
You have to check out the podcast.
Yeah, I'll download that. Podcast.
Go ahead, Marsh.
All right, from the 636, hot take or hot garbage. If the Ravens miss the playoffs, Harbaugh gets fired and becomes the next coach for Oklahoma State.
What?
No. Hot
Nah,
garbage.
he's not going to Oklahoma State.
He's not going to get fired either.
Can I get hot take and hot garbage? Because
What?
Hot
part
take
of
that he
it-
gets fired?
yeah, I think he's going to get fired.
I
I don't think he deserves to be fired, but I think that they have kind of reached the point where a new voice might do them some good. They have a very talented roster. A lot of guys that are capable of making big plays and doing some great things for their team. But there have been rumblings and rumors that maybe it's getting a little stale with John Harbaugh. I think he's a fantastic coach. I think he's done a great job. I think of him and Mike Tomlin as, kind of one and the same in terms of coaching ability. But if you don't make the playoffs, I think that would be the one reason that an organization could say, okay, yeah, it's time to move on. Same thing with Mike T. I think they could say the same thing.
And everybody, all the Steelers fans wanted Mike Tomlin gone 2 years ago, and he brought him back to the playoffs last year. And thanks to
And some of them still want him gone.
Yeah,
Anthony.
and
They want to win championships.
thanks to injuries to that division, they'll make the playoffs again this year.
Oh, wow.
Who
That
would-
was a really big crap sandwich.
You
That
notice.
was a double-decker.
Do you notice that I give his team so much love and so much credit?
You
and
give me crap
every
for that.
chance
He
he gets.
hates it, though.
That's how hurt
Every
he is.
chance he gets, he knocks down my team. He put him at the 10th on the Stalter stack up just for the simple fact that he wants them to lose.
They're a top
I
10 team.
didn't want to give them the top 10 this time.
You did.
'Cause they
you
have the
wanted
bye.
to do it next week.
That's right.
So that they could lose.
Thank you.
That's correct.
Shameful. Shameful.
just
And who did it
shameful,
first?
shameful.
Who
You and
Marshy.
Marsh.
Who do they play next week?
We don't got a game this week.
No,
No,
next
the week after that.
We play the
6.
Browns.
Oh, boy. That'll be
Dylan
the Browns'
Gabriel
first
after-
win.
Good luck.
Dylan
Well,
Gabriel.
Good luck.
Falcons lost 30-0 to the Panthers when you schmoes put them 10.
I didn't put him there. Marshy did.
I respect number 10, the power of number 10.
If it makes you feel better, Anthony, when I put them at 10, it was a genuine 10. I completely forgot about the curse that is thrusted upon that 10th team.
But then once he found out,
once you remembered it, you took it a different direction and somehow submarined my team's entire season up until this point, and you have unlocked a spitefulness that has been inside for quite some time. And I never allow it to come out just because I try to be a nice guy.
It had to come out, and it did.
I don't want it to come out,
and
but you brought it out.
Marshy, I'm glad we're finally getting the real version of you.
Yes, I do too.
You know,
you have to be the real Marsh.
Be authentic, son.
Proud of you.
Yes.
You know, I am a petty person, but a lot of the petty comebacks that I come up with are like after the fact. Like if I'm taking a shower, I'm like, oh man, you know, I should have said that. It's a good thing I didn't, though.
Okay, in the shower?
Or just anywhere,
Oh,
you know, it's like random. You know,
thinking
like
of Anthony?
Random. No, I'm not thinking of Anthony in the shower.
What particular moment?
Why did you?
What particular
do
moment
that?
do you think of Anthony in the shower?
What are you guys doing? It was an example.
Anthony was an example.
He brought it up.
It was an example of
Sometimes
the
when I'm in the
spite,
shower,
not thinking
I
of
think
me.
about it.
No, he was saying he's thinking of you.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't.
I was
You
thinking
added,
about Anthony.
you added me in there.
He said-
You two were thinking about me.
In Marshy's shower?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys are go over. Go get your coffee. Get out of
Gary,
here.
let's get out of
This
here.
segment was way better. When they were
Hot take, by the way, on that one.
unbelievable.
Just hot.
All right. Let's just move on. You guys don't have shower thoughts? That's crazy.
I do, just not of Anthony.
Oh my God.
Hey, you wish.
All right, let's stick with football here.
Could be worse, Jamie.
Hot take or hot garbage. Notre Dame will win out, go
Not
10-2, and make the playoff.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Nope.
Hot take.
Get him out of this
I
league.
thought they wouldn't before, but the committee wants them in.
They
I'm
do.
gonna go
Obviously,
hot.
they do.
I'm gonna go hot garbage. I think
You and I have flipped on this.
Well, I mean,
You and I were adamant that they were gonna make it, and
I
I was
know.
adamant that they weren't.
because I felt like I think that was before they lost, though, wasn't it?
No, two loss. I said it was 2 losses. They're not going to make it. They didn't have enough quality wins ahead of them, and you were
I don't
like,
think
no,
they
they're
got
going to be in.
enough. Well, we did flip.
All right.
I don't think so. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Anthony, I found a
there's-
really good one here.
There's Devin. Thank you
Thank you,
so
Devin.
much.
That was
Oh,
really
they,
nice of
they
you,
were
Devin.
they were
She's
rushing us.
very nice.
Oh, I'm
Thank you.
definitely reading this next one. All right, from the 314, hot take or hot garbage. Sports opinions from hosts that come back on air on time should be valued higher than hosts that can't get back on
Oh,
time.
I
hot
totally
take.
agree.
Hot take.
I totally
absolutely.
agree. Gary, we
Yes.
should take the rest of the show off.
What's different? Now that was done in real time, Marsh. I wasn't in the shower. That was done in real time.
But you were thinking of me in the shower.
I will later. Sure.
That's funny.
Now what, Jamie? Now what?
Hey,
Hey, don't feed his ego. He wants that.
my what?
All right. Hey, guys, hold on. Come on. Let's get back together here, okay?
I think we should move on.
Gary.
I think we're
Gary.
done with this.
This segment was doomed from the start.
Gary.
636. The 636.
Uh-oh.
What'd they say?
Yeah, I don't know if we can read it.
Yeah, you can't read that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's not even creative. It's Fast 101 ESPN. Do the Padres need to win a World Series soon to justify all their reckless moves? They better at least beat the damn Cubs. We'll get into it next on 101 ESPN. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Checking the scores in Major League Baseball right now. The Tigers are 3 outs away from advancing to the ALDS. They get a 6-3 lead over the Cleveland Guardians. So all that work Cleveland did to get back in that thing, dang, it ain't going to matter. Welcome to baseball.
Yeah.
Wonder how that will be remembered by their fan base, because so much buzz, Cleveland reeling in the Tigers, make it.
Cleveland, by the way, the home of
9-inch nails.
9-inch nails. That's right.
Ron James.
Yeah,
Drew
well,
Carey.
Akron,
The worst
yeah.
NFL team in history.
That too.
Yeah. So, anyways, I wonder how that'll be received by the fan base, because do you celebrate? Hey, we made the playoffs, but we got absolutely waxed. Or do you look at it as, well, we kind of got lucky because the Tigers stubbed their toe and we,
No, I think you're pretty ticked because you had all that momentum, and you were facing a Tigers team that was limping.
Well, they were
across
resting.
They were resting for a month.
Yeah, you can never be too careful.
I saw the fan graphs, like playoff or like the win-loss. You know how they do like the
Percentage.
Yeah. And the Tigers literally went like this throughout the season, and then straight down, like a line straight down. But it won't matter. This also kills the narrative that it's the hot team that wins, because I don't know if there's a hotter team going into the postseason than Cleveland, and I don't know if there's a colder team than Detroit. And the year that, sorry to bring it up, Marsh, but the year that the Phillies bounced the Cardinals, the Phillies limped in, and then wound up going to the World Series.
They did go to the World Series.
How about the San Diego Padres, though?
You say that like I'm the only one that cared that they lost.
You're not the only one that
it
cared.
Was just the tears, he remembers.
I saw you, and I saw how distraught you were, so I just want to make sure that I apologize to you for bringing it up.
I appreciate that. I haven't been the same.
I know, you really haven't. Cubs are up 2-0 on the Padres in the top of the third, so if the Cubs hold on to win, San Diego's bounced.
Why do you hate the Cubs?
He doesn't.
Oh, he does.
I hate the Cubs, yeah.
He hates the Cubs.
But he should,
And he's from
Carey.
Chicago.
I do.
Why do you say that like everybody here doesn't hate the Cubs?
Yeah, Carey,
Yeah.
what's your deal?
Well, I just asked why
He's
you
wearing a blue
Cubs
shirt.
cup.
He's
Oh,
wearing
that's
Cubs
disgusting.
right now.
Yeah, now we see it. He's wearing the
Literally.
Cubs.
Don't try to.
literally says St. Louis across.
I know, but it's in Cubs colors.
It looks like a
is
Cubs uniform.
St. Louis Stars. Thank you very
Even
much.
Ruddy agrees. Yeah, see?
100%.
St. Louis is what it says across the chest.
That's crayon or something.
Shame on you guys. Shameful.
I hate the Cubs because for a long time, they just were a party scene at Wrigley Field. Nobody cared about the actual games, and they're
That's why there's no reason to even hate them.
losers.
So, like
You
a
all hate a
college
team that-
atmosphere?
Yeah, but
that's-
not a college experience.
You know,
That's
like
terrible.
Rush Street.
I just don't like the Cubs at all.
No,
I don't
but
like
you
their. I don't like
you
their
just
uniforms.
said you didn't like the party.
I don't like Wrigley Field. Wrigley Field is a dump. Let's be honest. Everybody's like, nostalgia. No,
Character.
they gotta tear that thing down and fumigate. That's not happening in a 3-game series. I get it. I do. And they play in the Dodgers division, so you have to account for that.
That's tough.
But like you got to win a playoff series, no? For having that roster,
Well, you got the greatest manager ever, too.
you got one of the greatest managers ever, according to some people.
Here in St. Louis.
And you get bounced. Now they may come back
It's
and win.
2-0
It's only
right now.
and it's still in the
Going
third.
into the fourth inning.
But
Pretty early.
It's very early.
come on. So what's the lesson there then?
Money doesn't buy championships. I think that's the lesson there. But it puts you in a position to be closer than not spending money.
Does it?
I
think so
So
too.
you play 3
I
more
do.
games?
That's 3 more chances you have to be to winning the championship than some of these teams that aren't spending money have.
Yeah, but I'm thinking of, like, the Cardinals right now.
Me too.
But you're not, really.
They're not going to reach the pay scale of the Dodgers or the Padres or the Mets. But spending money on good players that actually play and are, show up in critical and crucial times, that means something. It matters.
And they're trading away a lot of their prospects. I mean, look at the guys they got rid of for the Soto deal. They don't even have them anymore. They don't even have Juan Soto anymore. And now those guys are becoming really good baseball players in Washington. They did something similar this year. At some point, they're not going to have anybody else to trade away, and whatever chance that they have at winning a World Series, I would say in the next 5 or 6 years will slowly diminish.
Oh, yeah.
So they need to
Yeah,
win.
the bill is
soon.
coming due.
That window is
Right.
going to shut. It's not going to close slowly either. it's going to slam shut at one
Yes.
point.
Absolutely. Yeah, the bill's going to come due.
They got no prospects. They've got no draft.
Nothing.
All of that stuff has been given away to put them in a spot where they thought they were winning the World Series, and they haven't been able to do it.
Yeah.
Now, the fellow they got rid of this trade deadline for Mason Miller, I mean, I'm not saying that was a great trade, but Mason Miller is a heck of a pitcher. I don't know if you saw him throw a 104, literally just pinpointing accuracy. He's a great pitcher.
He's got a heater like Jamie's coffee down there.
Yeah. By the way, the Tigers just won.
So congratulations to the Detroit Tigers.
Good for
Let's go, baby.
Advance to the ALDS, where I believe they'll take on the Mariners.
That is correct. That should be a fun series.
That's a winnable one for the Tigers.
Because they have pitching, right, Anthony?
Tigers do have some pitching.
There you go.
Tart
Not
School
quite
is
like
not too
Seattle.
bad.
That's all you need.
Tigers don't
playoffs.
have the big dumper, though.
No, they don't.
They got a big thumper.
Tigers? No,
Yeah.
They do have a dingler, though.
Ah,
they do.
They do. Yeah.
All right, it's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Week 5 NFL Pick'em Challenge. We'll get to our picks next on 101 ESPN. final hour of the show, so still some time to get down here and stop by, say hello. We're right inside the Exchange. If you're at Scott Air Force Base and want to stop by, please do. We've got the start of Week 5 tonight in the National Football League, and we'll get to that game tonight maybe in the following segment. But let's go over some of the picks that we have for the weekend, starting with Marsh's Vikings traveling to Cleveland.
No, they're traveling to
London.
Ireland.
Oh, London. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. This is the
Ireland.
international series. Thank you.
No, they're in London.
They're in London. Sorry,
Yes.
they were in
They
Ireland
in
last
Ireland.
week.
Yep.
Take 3. Let's start off with the Vikings, who are staying overseas but traveling to London. Well, they'll take on Dylan Gabriel and the Cleveland Browns. Marsh, you look conflicted.
Well, obviously I want my Vikings to win, but I'm picking the Browns just because anytime I pick the Vikings, they lose. And I think the Vikings are going to have a tough time stopping Quinshon Judkins this week. The run defense, as we saw, Kenneth Gainwell, backup running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, somehow scored 2 touchdowns and nearly rushed for 100 yards. Quinshon Judkins, in my opinion, better running back than he is. I think he will just run all over their faces.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Unfortunately. That doesn't mean the Vikings can't win this game. Doesn't mean they can't win the game. But I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns just because the Browns, I know they got spanked by the Lions last week, but the Lions are a really good football team. They did beat the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay, we think, is a playoff Super Bowl contender, although they have lost and then now tied, which Carey was really excited about. But I think the Green Bay Packers at this point in time are a better team than the Vikings. So I think the Browns will pose some challenges for the Vikings. Again, I'm rooting for the Vikings, but I don't think this one is as clear-cut as some may think.
I don't think the Browns are a good team.
They're
But
terrible.
I do have – I don't know what to expect. Anthony doesn't even have a pick yet. He's undecided.
I'm undecided.
Yeah. But I think I'm going with the Browns as well because I actually do think that they, for some of the reasons you said, Quinshon Judkins has been playing extremely well. I don't know what the hell Dylan Gabriel is, but
He's a
probably
human
can't
being.
be. Yeah, he's a quarterback.
All he has to do is hand the football.
No,
off
he's
to the
going to have to
running back.
pass it a few times, more than a few times, probably about 15, 18, 20 times. But I guess it's going to be better than what I've seen from Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I got the Vikings in this one. I do. They've been overseas. They barely had to do anything. They're already adjusted to the time change, all that stuff. They've practiced all week in that area, probably at the facility.
Yep.
And I don't know what Dylan Gabriel is. Like, I know Joe Flacco isn't what he once was, but at least Joe Flacco has had several snaps under center, like many, many snaps. This guy, I don't know. When I saw him playing preseason, I wasn't wowed at all. I got the Vikings.
I think Dylan Gabriel's going to have a tough time moving the ball against this defense led by Brian Flores.
Yep.
Jamie brings up a really good point about the travel situation, too, the Vikings being set up. Myles Garrett's going to be a problem, but I think in the end the Vikings are going to squeak one out.
Myles Garrett, I believe, will be going up against Justin School. As you know, he is my least favorite
Take him to
player
school.
on the Minnesota Vikings. If Minnesota wins this game, I will not pick them the rest of the season in our Pick'em Challenge.
All right, there you have it. Texans and Ravens. The Ravens are potentially without Lamar Jackson. He hasn't officially been ruled out, but they're also missing a bunch of defensive players, too. Kyle Hamilton did not practice today.
Lamar didn't either.
And Lamar didn't either. So the Ravens could be down, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7 defensive players.
Oh, that was just defense?
That was just defense.
I thought you were counting offense, too, because
Nope.
Lamar, Patrick Ricard. Yeah.
I still have the Ravens in this. The more I watch the Texans, and we've seen some things over the last couple of days, I just don't know if they're going to figure it out. I don't know if C.J. Stroud can figure it out. I just don't know. And even though the Ravens are depleted, for some strange reason, I still feel like they've got more. Like, if they just turn and give Derrick Henry the ball almost all day long.
Well, they don't do that on first and second down.
Well, we know that. We saw that But if they do start doing that, like Derrick Henry could have himself a day. And then you don't really need to worry about much of the other stuff. Like, defense still going to be tough, but C.J. Stroud hasn't figured it out on the offensive side.
Yeah, you're right. The offense for the Texans has been atrocious. So, even if you're down guys defensively, it's going to be a problem.
I'm going with the Texans. I think the Baltimore Ravens just are too banged up. We talked about it earlier this week with Cooper Rush being the starting quarterback. If he is the starting quarterback, that offense changes drastically. You no longer have that run-read option with Lamar and Derrick Henry. So if I turn around and hand it off, I know it's being handed off. I'm not worried about Cooper Rush keeping the ball. I pray that he does. If I'm the Houston Texans defense, I'm praying that Cooper keeps the ball.
That's disrespectful.
That's just being honest. I know he's a fire-up chip, but I'd rather have him carrying the ball than Derrick Henry. So, yeah, I'm going with the Houston Texans on this one.
I'm with Carey. I have Houston as well. Nick Chubb has been okay for the Texans. I mean, he's not the Nick Chubb that we once saw in Cleveland, but
I think Woody Marks is going to take over.
Woody Marks is the guy. I think he's going to have a big game against Baltimore. Baltimore, like you just mentioned, Baltimore, their defense is banged up. I believe they're one of the bottom teams in terms of rushing. So
sounds about right.
Against the rush, defensive wise. I have Houston winning this. This is a point where Houston needs to turn their season around. They got the first win last week. They need to build upon that this week. I think they get it done in Baltimore.
I think that you guys are underselling the pride of Central Michigan, Cooper Rush, who did a great job going as the backup quarterback for Dallas the last couple of years.
Yep.
He pushed for the starting job.
Yep. He thought he was going to be a starter.
He's gonna surprise some folks, and Houston can't score like Jamie just mentioned. I mean, Cooper Rush 6, Houston 3.
Miss a field goal.
Yep. Carolina, Miami. No faith in Bryce Young, huh?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Nope.
Colts, I'll say aye over the Raiders.
Aye.
Saints, Giants.
Giants.
This is for
Give
the
me
number
that
one
Jackson
pick,
Dart.
isn't it? Or close to it.
Might be.
Yeah.
I don't know. The
Top
Giants.
5.
Giants are screwing up their opportunity.
Yeah. Give me the Giants.
Yep. Giants.
By the way, I love that Cam Scadaboo is becoming a thing. Like if you look at all the memes and stuff like that of him just trucking people, and then being an absolute whack job in practice.
Yes.
Jamie, I feel like he's perfect for you. Like
I love the guy.
yes.
Brian Daboll's doing a press conference. He's
walking by.
Yeah,
Screaming.
walks
Screaming.
through, screaming.
He's like, that's Cam. He does it every day.
That's who he was at Arizona State. Like he's just a nut job.
Be yourself.
Just be yourself.
Audio Slave once said.
Yes, they did.
Just
absolutely.
be yourself.
Yeah.
I have the Giants in this one. It could be a little bit closer, though. Obviously, no Malik Neighbors, so Jackson Dart. Who is he going to throw the ball to? Is it Darius?
Wan'Dale Robinson.
Wan'Dale Robinson, okay.
Yeah. Not that that's going to give you much hope or confidence.
You're good.
But,
They're playing the Saints, guys.
No, I understand that. They're also the Giants, though.
I know, but they're playing
I think the
Saints.
Giants fall this week. I think the Saints beat them.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I think the Saints
Horrible human being.
The Saints are a horrible team.
They're at home, though.
They're at home. They've played teams tougher than I thought they would, at least at home. There's no reason the Saints should be favored against any team, and they are this week. Doesn't make sense. I'm going to go with the doesn't make sense. Give me the Saints.
You know what? I'm going to switch with you, Anthony.
Yeah, you are.
I'm switching with you.
Cowboys, Jets. Everybody got the Cowboys?
Jets.
I got the Cowboys, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets. I don't know why. I have no real reason.
Is it because
no real
Dallas
proof.
is not at home, and for whatever reason they forget how to play football on the road?
Yeah,
And
Dallas
because they don't play
are
defense?
Dallas, yeah.
Yeah.
But I still got the Cowboys.
All right, Broncos, Eagles.
Eagles.
Let's go Broncos.
No, you're not.
He's not going with the Broncos.
Yeah, I am.
No, he's not.
Are you crazy?
So last week,
Who wouldn't?
All of us.
You got
Sean Payton got his first 100-yard rusher in a game, I believe, since taking over that job in Denver.
Yeah, he needs to be fired.
You need a better running back.
J.K. Dobbins is actually doing really well this season. They have R.J. Harvey there as well. I feel like they're going to be down early just because Philly, just the way, especially like last week, I feel like it's going to be a similar game script when they took on Tampa Bay. But, dude, you got to run the football.
Yeah, you do.
You sure do.
Especially in Philly where
What are
you
you guys
want to try to
laughing at?
control the clock.
You guys are laughing at something.
Not at you at all.
I missed it.
Titans and Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Yeah. Not even worth going over. Seattle and Tampa.
I got Seahawks. Traveling cross country. Hey, man. You all like the Seahawks more than I do, but I got them at home. It's just me. I'm sorry. We'll go to the next one. I'll agree with you on the next one. I got you, Jamie. You're my boy, Blue.
Baker's not losing any more games this season.
Damn Seahawk.
Y'all are very high on old Baker, huh?
Who wouldn't be? Watch that guy
why
play.
don't you- I mean,
don't know
come
what you're
on.
high on, but it ain't. And I don't know.
One thing to note, though, Bucky Irving's hurt.
There you go.
Bucky Irving's hurt in this one.
He'll be back.
Mike Evans did miss last week. I don't
Mike
know what
Evans is out for another 2 or 3 weeks, I believe.
Okay, so not
Yeah,
that
but you got-
Egbuka can.
Yeah, you got Chris
Chris
Godwin
Godwin.
and
Oh, yeah.
Egbuka.
His back, though.
And Baker will run over people and
He will.
he'll
That's
yell at
a
them
tough
and-
game, but I feel like Tampa bounces back.
You know how long it takes to get from Tampa to Seattle?
5.5 hours.
Yeah, about.
Big deal.
Saying, man.
They act like this flying stuff is difficult.
Lions.
tired
We got the Lions over the Bengals.
Take it
Aye.
out.
Yeah.
Chargers over the Commanders.
Aye.
Yeah.
With Jaden Daniels back still. Bills over the Patriots.
Aye.
Yup.
And we get to the Monday night game on
I know
Monday.
Carey's got the Jags in this one.
I do.
No, you don't.
He
There's
does.
no way.
I'm looking at it right now. He does.
I do. They're at home.
You're a silly man.
I'm sick.
What's wrong?
I'm a sicko.
Oh, that kind of
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah.
Not
I-
Anthony.
I was
Not
worried
Anthony
about
sick.
you. I was worried
Not
about
sick
you, buddy.
turtle.
Or Blue Heron. Rams play the 49ers. We'll get into that game next on 101 ESPN. Anthony Stalter, we have a NFC West battle tonight. It'll be the Rams and the 49ers. Carey, I'm interested in your take on this. The 49ers, their injury report is basically their roster.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, not
You got a
not
lot of
at
guys
all.
on that list.
How do you?
It's hard to win in the NFL, and
Period.
it's harder to win when your best players aren't available.
Yeah.
And it's harder to win in the NFL when your best players aren't available on a short week.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
This is a
damn near
horrible
impossible.
spot.
It's damn near impossible.
It is. It's a horrible spot for
Which
the
means
49ers.
the 49ers will probably play the best game of the year. But it's almost when you got guys. I mean, I've told you all this. Playing on Thursday night is awful because your body does not really get back healthy until Thursday, if you're lucky. Sometimes it's Friday, where you actually feel like the soreness and the lactic acid and all of those things have kind of subsided. You've gotten your massages and your therapy and all of those things, and you're back to normal. And then you get to go play 2 days later, on a Sunday. But playing on Thursday, you're still banged up. And you talked about the amount of injuries that the 49ers are already dealing with. George Kittle being out. You no longer have Deebo Samuel. You've had Juwan Jennings has gotten hurt. Fortunately for them, you still have, thus far, a healthy Christian McCaffrey.
Ironically, right? Like,
Crazy
out
as
of all
far
the
because
guys that are healthy, it's CMC.
Brock Purdy has missed time. It's hard to win when you have, and then you're going against a division foe. So, but that is the one good part about it because you know that team really well. You play them twice a year. You know the ins and outs of that organization, what they do offensively, defensively, special teams. You know how to attack them. So the preparation is not as stressful because it's not a new opponent. It's a common foe. So that helps, but just having so many guys injured is not going to be beneficial for this team.
What do you do? You mentioned it. So Brandon Ayuk, obviously he has not played yet. Nick Bosa now out for the year. Juwan Jennings, you mentioned, is out tonight. Ricky Pearsall, another wide receiver,
I didn't
out.
even know he was out.
Yeah, he's out. George Kittle has been out since the second quarter of game one. Brock Purdy is out. You're Kyle Shanahan. What is the game plan? You've got Mac Jones with unfamiliar wide receivers and then Christian McCaffrey. And the Rams know you want to run the ball. So
that's what you're going to have to do. You have to shorten the game. You have to make it so this game that normally takes 3.5 hours is going to be done in 2 hours. Meaning we're going to run the football. We're going to play good defense. We're going to try to limit the number of possessions that you have offensively because I know Puka Nacua is hard to stop. I know Devontae Adams, it's Kyron Williams. They got so many weapons offensively. I don't want you to have the ball. So I'm going to run the football to the best of my ability. If I can run it 40 times, that's probably a win. Because that means now the time of possession is on my side. I'm keeping you and your offense on the bench, which frustrates really good, talented offenses. They're going to be pissed off about that. So you take care of the ball. You run the ball as much as you can. Play action, boot, rollouts, all of those things off of the run fake, and give yourself simple passes and maybe not as many passes downfield, which will more than likely be incompletion. So shorten the game. That's if I'm going into this game and I'm Kyle Shanahan, I'm looking at this list, I'm like, damn, we don't got nobody playing.
Who is actually playing? Where's the list of the people that
like
are
a high
actually?
school game. We're going to run the hell out of this
Run
ball.
the ball, man. Shorten the game up.
All right, don't look. Let's play this. Let's play this game. All right. I will name a wide receiver.
Oh boy.
Who he play for?
Yeah. and I'll give you either NFL or college. All right. This is actually easy.
Okay.
DeMarcus Robinson.
He's in the NFL. Who does he play for?
No, he plays for the 40. I'm telling you, he plays for the
he
49ers.
plays for the 49ers. Okay.
Who did he used to play for?
Where did? Oh hell, if I feel like it's SEC. Auburn.
It is the SEC, not Auburn.
LSU.
No, it's not LSU.
No, Florida.
Okay.
That's my next
But he used to play for the Rams too.
Yeah,
that's what I was
right.
getting at.
Yeah, he played for the Rams.
All right.
This is who's starting tonight for the
Yeah, actually,
49ers?
you know what's funny? We'll know all these guys. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He used to play. He played for the Green Bay Packers
And the Chiefs. He's the
Chiefs.
guy that drove me crazy.
Yeah, he was upsetting you. I don't know where he went to school at. Cal.
He went to
That's a guess.
South Florida.
South Florida.
Or Cal.
Or he might have went to Cal as well.
Yeah, the
Nowadays-
transfer portal makes it tough.
Yeah, they got like
does.
4 different schools
Ken-
that they went to.
Kendrick Bourne.
Born Identity
Justin's
used to
brother.
play for the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue. Oh, I do. He went to an SEC school as well.
He did not.
Damn it.
He went to Eastern Washington.
Oh, hell.
They should be in the SEC.
Some people say that.
So,
a lot of people is.
Soon.
Yeah.
And they also have Sky Moore. So the funny thing
they
is,
got a lot of retread receivers.
Yeah,
They got some guys that at least can
I
play.
thought I was going to open up the depth chart and see just a bunch of nobodies. It's
But
all retreads.
all of
DeMarcus
those
Robinson,
guys-
Marcus Valdez-Scantling, who won a Super Bowl, Kendrick Bourne, Sky Moore.
All of those guys have been cut or been.
Yeah, but at least they've played in the NFL
not all.
before.
I guess DeMarcus Robinson may not have been cut.
He was a free agent.
Yeah, Valdez-Scantling, he might have been traded. I don't know, but the teams that they were on didn't want him no more.
Correct. That's correct. Yeah.
Like, because they didn't catch the damn ball.
I honestly,
Sky Moore and Marquez Valdez-Scantling for sure.
I thought this was going to be way worse.
They got to run the ball, man. You got the only name you know on there, if you're a casual football fan, is Christian McCaffrey. If you're looking at that starting lineup tonight, and this is what I talk about when I say go to your guys. This is why Jazz Chisholm shouldn't have been sitting on the bench. You're your guy.
You're back to that, huh?
Yeah, I'm back to that. He scored the game-winning run yesterday, too. Good for him. Yeah, I was right all along. Look at me.
I should be the Yankees manager.
It's not
You're
that
damn
hard.
right I
Anthony
should
say it
be.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody can do it.
Anybody can do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron Judge, you bat second, hit home runs. We're good. Just do you, son. Don't worry about it. I won't overcoach you. But yeah. But yeah, so if you go into that game, if I'm Kyle Shanahan, I'm looking at my depth chart and I'm saying I only really trust one of these guys. He's gonna get the damn ball 45 times tonight. He's gonna get 30 rushes and 15 receptions. I don't give a damn how. Yeah, well, hopefully we win, but he's gonna touch the ball 40 times.
I agree. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 at ESPN. When we return, who will be the biggest surprise this season for the Blues? We'll have an answer next on 101 ESPN. On ESPN live at Scott Air Force Base inside the Exchange. Got about had a little less than half an hour now. Took about 25 minutes. So if you want to stop by, say hello. A lot of people have, and we appreciate the fantastic men and women in our service, in our military services. We appreciate it because we won't be able to do the show without you. So thank you for protecting our freedoms. And again, we'd love to shake your hand, say hello, take a photo. Just appreciate all that you do. With Jamie Rivers, Carey Davis, and Andrew Marsh, I'm Anthony Stalter. Who will be the biggest surprise this season for the Blues? Kind of a difficult difficult question to answer, Jamie, because I don't know if anybody's surprising. Like, we know what Dylan Holloway brings to the table. We know what Philip Broberg brings to the table.
Yeah.
We know about, Robert Thomas and Jordan Kyrou. We even know with what
I meant.
I felt like we were part of a
I was talking to Jamie, and you just
kept
kept going
moving.
back and forth.
It's like part of, what is that, the Naked Gun? Where there's like,
You kept moving at the same time. We're trying to look. We're
Sorry.
just trying to look past you.
All right,
fine.
there you go. Go ahead.
Anyways, we also know what Jimmy Snuggerud brings to the table. So I don't know if anybody's going to surprise. Maybe Logan Mayer, just because we haven't seen him.
that's kind of where I was going with it is. I don't think there's a whole lot of surprises on this roster. I mean, could we be pleasantly surprised if Philip Broberg puts up 50 points, more offense to his game? It would be an improvement. I don't know necessarily if it's a surprise. You look at Tyler Tucker. What's he bring to the table? Well, I don't think it's a surprise how he's going to play. Binner, Hofer. I think that's one of the nice things the Blues have right now is they have a certain amount of certainty in their lineup, for the most part. So Logan Mailloux, yeah, he would be the guy that you're like, okay, he put up 25 or 30 points or something like that.
Yeah.
He's playing physical, and he's pushing for more ice time, pushing for a top 4 spot on the roster as far as your defensive core is considered. Maybe Milan Lucic ends up being a pleasant surprise to where not only is he brought in for his toughness in the checking game, but he chips in 8 to 10 goals and helps you get into a nice playoff spot. I mean, those are some of the surprises I think you could look for. I mean, Marshy, is there anything you're thinking of?
Yeah, so for me, I'm looking at Pavel Buchnevich, who had his worst season as a Blue last year. And we know that he started off as a center and wasn't the position for him.
Nope.
That's I think that's something that we can all agree upon. But, his first 3 years here in St. Louis, he had over 25 goals in all 3 seasons and eclipsed that 60-point mark. Last year, he only had 57 points, and he only scored 20 goals. I think there's a section of the fan base that might be a little down on Buchnevich. I know he's still on the top line, but I feel like he's going to have a bounce-back season. And 20 goals, 57 points isn't a horrible season by any means. But
No.
I think for our expectations of Buch, sign the contract, you would hope to see more production from Buchnevich. And I think this season he'll get back to the Bucci that we thought he could be when he first came to St. Louis.
Is that more of a prediction or a pleasant surprise?
Well, that's my
Probably both, I guess. Checks both boxes, right?
Yeah, I think it's I think it's one of those things. Like I said, I feel like there's some people out there that are a little down on him.
I think
given
they're
what we
concerned
saw.
because of at times last year
Yeah,
things were tough on him offensively. And
Yeah.
he's not the fleetest of foot
Right.
in the NHL, so I think some people are a little bit concerned of like, ooh, you're married to this guy for quite a few years now. Like,
right.
he just came off his lowest point totals as a Blue.
Could
like,
it continue to
could it
go
keep trending
downwards?
a la Nolan Arenado?
Right, exactly. I don't think that's going to happen.
He's a
Straight.
baseball player.
I really don't think that's going to happen with Bucci this season.
I think he's going to have a hell of a year.
I do too.
What about Pew Suter? Playing between
Yeah,
Holloway and
well,
and-
yeah, he had 20 goals last year, I think, or I think somewhere in that range. So if he's playing with Holloway and Kyrou, 40 points, I believe, in the 40-point range last year, he could easily be a 55-point guy.
Yeah.
If he's all he's got to do is pass the puck to those guys.
And let them do their
Let
job.
them do their job.
Makes life easier.
And he loves going to the net. He's not afraid to get into the dirty areas, so he might be the benefactor of, maybe 4 or 5 more goals on the season just because he's in and around the right areas.
What do you think about this? So we get a text from the 636. Justin Falk. Everyone hates on him. He's the dark horse. Mark it down. The correct answer is Justin Falk. Falk is going to knock everyone's socks off. He's healthy, and he's going to have a solid season.
I hope so. And I don't pick on Justin Falk. I think he brings a really good element to this team. I think that, just like I said many moons ago about certain players, and I understand the dollar value that's attached to a player sometimes fogs our opinion. Like Jay Ballmeister, when everybody was hating on Jay Ballmeister, all they talked about was, well, he's making this much money. But if you didn't know how much money he was making, if you couldn't equate it to the money that he's making, and you watched him play the game of hockey, he's playing pretty good. He's playing fine. Mm-hmm. But then when you look at the price, like, that guy stinks because he's making all this money. And I understand there's a certain responsibility from the athlete to perform to what the dollar value is attached to that player. But it's not always that easy. But I think Justin Falk, he's a top 4 defenseman right now. He's got power play capabilities. He's been really good on the penalty kill. He plays physical. He clears up the front of the net very well. I think he complements Philip Broberg in a very positive way. I expect him to have a good year. I do. I mean, he's healthy, and he's a prideful guy. He wants to go out there and play well. He doesn't want to hear all this crap either. Not that he listens adamantly to all the stuff that people are saying, but it's out there.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he'd like to shut some people up.
Sure. Blues Senators tonight. It'll be the second to last game for the exhibition game for the Blues. Jamie, is there anything at all? I mean, you did mention that it'll be more of an NHL roster tonight.
Yep.
While you're not going to, extract anything and say, oh, man, look at this. Is there anything you're looking for tonight?
I really want – this is crazy.
Want to see?
What I want to see is the chemistry between Oscar Sundqvist, Nathan Walker, and Milan Lucic.
Yeah.
Because that could be a fourth-line combination for you at some point during the season. And I'd like to see that. I think that, a lot of talk around Luch being here. He's played fine, but I'd like to see, him excel at his role tonight. And I was already talking with Nathan Walker a little bit, talked about getting the big boy involved. I said, skate around tonight like you have diplomatic immunity because you kind of do. And if you're running over guys, then Big Luch is going to have to get involved. And I just think that he can endear himself to Blues fans in a big way with the way he plays the game.
So I got a question about him in particular. You mentioned that he's played fine. If he doesn't – if he just plays fine and the Blues keep him – do players feel a certain way about that, or do you think they ultimately don't care because they know what type of presence he brings to the only to the locker room but on the ice?
Do you think the Blues are just going to give him a complimentary spot? Here you go, because you've been in the league for a long time?
So no. So you believe that he will make the team?
Yeah, I do.
But has he played well enough to make the team?
So let me ask you this: has he played poorly enough to not make the team?
I'm not. That's not what I'm asking, though.
No, but what I'm saying is, so if the guys who he's competing with, right? Let's say it's a Texier, or pick your horse in this little battle that we're having. Has Alex Texier performed at a $2.1 million clip for you?
Not for me. No.
So, and what does he bring? If he cannot play in your top 2 lines, top 3 lines for your team, what value is he to your team?
Well, he's.
I've got a point to this. I'm not attacking you.
And I'm not saying that he shouldn't be on the team. I'm just asking, do players feel a certain way, because those 2 guys, or you mentioned Texier, he was already with the team.
Yeah.
Do players feel a certain way? They don't.
They don't care at all.
Gotcha.
They don't. Right? I never cared. I'm sorry. I want to have the best team.
Right.
Every year, my goal as a player is to win a championship with the team that I'm playing with. If some of my buddies sometimes are casualties, roster casualties, not thrilled about it.
Right.
But I got a job to do, and that's all I have to focus on.
Right.
Otherwise, you have friends, but it's not like you don't get all upset.
And I think,
why is he on the roster? Milan Lucic brings something that not one other guy on that team can bring.
And that's what I was wondering, if because he brings that certain element to the team, the guys are excited, even if Lucic might not be in NHL regular season form yet. They can see the potential of, like, hey, this guy will help us, game 46.
So last game, okay, just a small example. Last game, Matthew Joseph skated in at 100 miles an hour on the forecheck and absolutely thumped a guy with a hit.
Right, and they didn't do anything about it.
Not one person on the ice even looked at him. And why is that? Because Milan Lucic was standing right there. So you've got a really big business decision to make there as a player. You don't care about going after Matthew Joseph, but the repercussions of that, or you may not even get to him. And now Luch has you strung out in the middle of center ice. You got nowhere to go except down.
Yeah.
Like the effect is there. It's real. I've lived it. I've seen it. It's real. And that will help the Blues, because every year for the last handful of years we talk about, well, if Braden Shen doesn't do it, And last year Nathan Walker, I mean, look, I love Walks, and he's as tough as nails, but he's still not intimidating anybody. He's not stopping someone from throwing a cheap shot to Philip Broberg.
Right.
Whereas you got a guy like Luch, all of a sudden you're pumping the brakes a little bit, the scrums are a little less, like you're not as involved physically because you know of what might happen in those cases.
That's Jamie Rivers, Andrew Marsh, Carey Davis. I'm Anthony Stalter. We'll wrap up the show from Scott Air Force Base next on 101 ESPN. If you missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or the 101 ESPN Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's mobile app. All the podcast information brought to you by Shaver Door Company. Huge thank you to our crew out here, Marshall. We got Craig Rutledge getting us set up, and not only did they set our show up, they set up the podcast for the Rizzuto show as well. Thank you to Devin, who worked our promotions table all day long. She's been here all day as well. Bradford Bruns, thank you for keeping us on the air back in the studios. So just a great day, as always, at Scott Air Force Base, and thank you mostly to the outstanding people at the base that stop by and say hello or listen to us. I'm telling you, man, it's amazing. Every time we come out here, everybody is so grateful for us to be out here, but it's you that we're grateful for. So thank
Isn't
you for
that
your
weird?
service. It's
It's
always humbling.
We're like, no, what are you talking about?
Yeah, no.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, thank you for having
allowing
us.
us to
Come on.
Absolutely. So thank you. Real quick, Marsh, what did you learn today?
I don't have a what I learned, but I just wanted to give a shout-out to my buddy with Maryville Hockey, Corey, who's been going through a lot. He is a Army vet, so I just wanted to give him a shout-out since we're obviously here for Military Appreciation Day. So shout-out to Corey today.
Excellent.
All right.
Carey?
I learned that Jamie does not – I don't know what I learned. Jamie does a lot of things and says a lot of things and does a lot of things he shouldn't say all the time. He made me try to be in a prom pose with him earlier.
Yeah. You got a little handsy, too.
Well, we did establish in the Rizzuto podcast that you did want to be prom queen.
No, I actually never said that. That was actually said by them.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that wasn't me.
I thought we were trying to provide that moment for you, Gary.
King, prom king.
Yeah.
But I didn't care about any of that either. Playing foosball.
Jamie, what'd you learn?
I learned that Carey gives great hugs.
Yes, he does.
You want one now?
He certainly
There you
does.
go.
I'd never pass one up.
Unbelievable.
Got to make sure we don't bump our mics together.
There you go.
Marsh, what do you got for us?
All right, we have from Clayton, great
did you
show
learn?
today.
Yeah, what did you
You
learn?
didn't tell us anything. I learned that Martian thinks about Anthony in the shower.
I did learn that, too.
How are you telling people these things?
You told us.
I learned that you guys, when you go get coffee, you skip out on half the segment.
We
That's what I
missed 30 seconds.
I don't want you blaming that poor young lady
Don't
who
you dare.
was trying to make our
Don't you
coffee.
dare.
She was working
It
her
was the
tail
end of
off.
the day. She providing us with excellent flaming hot coffee for that matter. And you're putting her in a
I am
bad
not.
spot. That's terrible.
I'm sorry
I
to
will
hear
not
that.
stand here for that.
Marsh?
Do we want to do our 3 stars?
Sure.
Our 3rd star of the day goes out to Anthony and his transitions throughout the show.
Thank you.
Great
Very well.
job, Anthony.
Thanks.
He does a great job.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
2nd star is being on time. Which that actually are. And, of course, our 1st star of the day goes out to all of the military men
Yes.
and women that serve this great
Absolutely.
country.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yep. We love being out here. Again, thank you to all that had us out here at Scott Air Force Base. We are heading right into Blues pregame. We got Blues and Senators tonight. We'll, of course, carry the game for you right here on 101 ESPN and the Blues Radio Network. Tomorrow we'll be back, and we'll probably dive into some football. We got some interesting, only a few college football matchups that are really compelling, but we'll dive into those, and, of course, the Week 5 slate in the NFL. For Andrew Marsh, for Jamie Rivers, for Carey Davis, I'm Anthony Stalter. We will see you. Thanks, Bradford. See you, buddy.
Thanks, Bradford.